Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? It's Monday afternoon. We got Matthew Howson coming in about 30 minutes, but we got some things to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Nprctv Live. One more song. This one goes out to my friend, KDP LLC. Be right back.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We stealing at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot still trying to flip it out the stove. Rocking fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young.
Die too young.
100 miles per hour, might
Let's go, everybody. It's Monday.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me.
Yo, let's start sharing this, man. Let's get some people on, man. Let's welcome Matthew Howson to the new show. It's going to be good. Come on, everybody. Help me out.
Like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it. We gon' get back on our feet, and I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash, cause good die young. Yeah, but here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home.
One more time.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest.
Yo, if you all don't have this song turned up, man, you all got some Monday blues or something, man. Turn up the radio, y'all.
Cause I'm coming back home.
I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I am home. Thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful Monday afternoon. We are live. Wait a minute. I got too much going on here. Let me turn down my radio. See, I should know this by now. Let me turn on my radio now. Yeah, Erica Del Grazio's a good song. So listen, man, it's Monday. God, today, did anybody else's weekend just go pip? Because my weekend went pip. Jeez, man. Dude, yo, my days are going so fast, man. So wait till you turn my age, man, because the days go by. They go by a lot faster. But listen, let's just talk about today. Today's the big day, man. I can't wait to, in about 20 minutes or so, Mr. Howson will be joining us, and then I hand him the keys to the brand new automobile. This is going to be his show. I will let him tell you what the new name of it is. I will turn the new logo we had made for him as soon as we get him on. It's going to be off the charts today. I don't even know what he's doing. Listen, I gave him my suggestions, and who knows, I don't know what he's doing today. But so not only is he going to be telling you guys the name of the show, he's going to be telling you his sponsor for today and his sponsor for next Monday. We actually, I'm sponsoring up each show right now. Well, I can't tell you who the sponsors are, damn it. I'm going to let him do it. It's his show, man. What's up, Glover Gallinari? Wait till you're my age, dude. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about age right now, bro. I'm tired. Melvin Blake's in the house. Let me do my hellos. We're going to talk about Atmore, Alabama in just a second. Bulldozers are fixed. Everything's fixed down in Alabama. So we're good to go down in Alabama. Let me say what's up to everybody really quick, and then we'll get this podcast started. Mark Rigar Sr. is in the house from the 801 Joyzy. We call him Tom Joyzy. He's from the 248. What's up, dude? Michael Mercadel's in the house. Kevin Starr from the 937. Shay Renault, 808. What's up, dude? There's Matthew Howson. Biggie Paul. Of course, Biggie Paul's in the house. Shane Renault. So Matt goes by Moose. So that's a little insight behind the nickname for Matt. Erica Del Grazo, always in the house from the 419. Hello, Erica. Glover Nelly Gary. I always get it backwards. What's up, dude? Foster Yates is in the house. Foster and I, me and Foster, we got 6 days, man, and then him and I are going to be. I've never vacationed with Foster. I think it's going to be fine. I think. Listen, you never know. I've never vacationed with Foster before, unless you call races vacation. But he's excited. I'm excited. So Foster, we got 6 days left. And then Foster, I was talking to him, I think last night or the night before. And he's like, listen, man, I'm sorry I've kind of been kind of quiet. I said, dude, it's cool, man. He goes, listen, man, work is nuts. It's all been nuts. He said, but after we get back from this trip, I'm refreshed. I'm ready to get to Atmore. I'm ready to get it on. I'm ready to go. The cool thing about Atmore, Alabama, though, let me finish my hellos and goodbye, or not my goodbyes. Let me say my highs really quick. Biggie Paul, I do like my pink sweater, dude. You don't like my pink sweater? Get out of here. Kevin Starr is in the house. What's up, dude? Russell Sowersby from the 508. Let's get it like 2 months out, and we get starting up our season. The season starts, dude. Yes. Yeah, you guys are still a little cold back east, man. But I see some racing going on, looking good back east. I know there's a race here this Saturday in town, the VXL race. I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I told him I would try. Brad Waldrop is in the house. What's up, dude, from Texas? I am good, man. Life is good. Biggie Paul from the 772. Hey, there's my boy right there. Big A. Everybody, put your hands together. Like big time. $2,200. Boogie LeBlanc brought home the W this weekend. Big shout out to Boogie. Boogie, listen, Boogie, so if you guys really watch the show, you know that Foster has a guy he calls the Dark Horse, and his name is Alan Torikawa. Boogie LeBlanc is my dark horse, dude. I think Boogie LeBlanc is going to take Atmore, Alabama. I just called it. I'm just kidding. Who knows, man? Paul Lampa. What's up, Paul? Hey, speaking of, there's another one, Paul Lampa. You know, even though it's been cold and Paul has been putting in the time, I've been watching you put up videos. I've been watching you do, I don't know if those are videos you're doing now or you've done in the past, but Paul Lampa's putting in the work, man. I'm watching you. I'm watching what you're doing, Paul. Looking good, dude. Thomas Vassey's in the house from the 262. Kevin B. Matos from Puerto Rico, my boy. Troy Bolton's in the house. Just a kid from Akron, dude. Cool. 330. Yeah, right. Jerry Baker, what's up, dude? And Mike Gonzalez, I'm awesome. And Boogie LeBlanc, I'm coming for it. I know you are, dude. So congratulations to Boogie this weekend, dude. He pulled off a win, dude. Big W. That was pretty good. You know, the cool thing with Boogie is, what's up, dude? The cool thing with Boogie is when I go to New Orleans this year, Wendy and I are actually taking a couple extra days, and Boogie LeBlanc is actually taking me, Wendy, and Tony Ariano. It's not Arellano. Remember, it's Ariano. He's taking us to somewhere on the bayou, dude. I don't know if we're going to be on I don't know what I'm going to be on, a canoe. I don't know. Well, we're going to go check out the alligators and whatever the hell they do in the bayou. But big shout out to big shout out to my boy Boogie for the big win this weekend, dude. Congratulations to that. You passed me up. Wendy, I know you're in the house. What's up, Stephen Richard K? I'm chilling, dude. Life is good today. We got a new show starting today. It's a big day. It's a big day for Nprctv Live. Atmore, Alabama. You know, I saw, I was talking to Justin this morning, and it's getting everybody's asking for him to release the list. I don't know what's going on with the list. I'll ask him about that. Hey, Justin, I know you're watching right now. Are you going to release the list? Release the Kraken, so to speak? Everybody's wanting to know what's going on. Let me hop over to YouTube, say hi over there. Zippy from the 580. What's up, dude? Nicholas Steffi from the 419. And 501 Speed Crew. What's up, dude? Nothing. I'm good. Life is good today. I had a really good day at work. Well, not really. Yeah, it's Monday. Anyway, Atmore, Alabama, man, is just, we're excited to get to Atmore. You know, once Justin releases the list of people going, and when you see the people that are, he's going to use you for bait, right, Glover? When you see the list of people that are coming to his race, look at the heavy hitters. Look at the list of heavy hitters. It's a lot. Scotty Fast, Glasscock's in the house from the 615. What's up, dude? Okay, let me do this. Give me 1 second. You all kick back, relax for a second. Let me look for. Let me send Matt his link, and then we'll get him going. You don't know, Matt? See, look, hey, Biggie Paul. I keep secrets with everybody. Even Matt Howson just messaged me. He goes, "I have a third sponsor." Absolutely, buddy. I got you covered. Okay, cool. We'll get him in. What's up, Gary Campbell? We'll get him in just a minute. And then, man, listen, I don't know what Matt's doing today, man. I'm just going to go. We're all kind of going with the flow, but it's actually a good thing. It's actually going to be cool. Okay, there we go. It'll be super cool, man. Hey, he's really excited, man. I love the fact that he's super excited to come in here, or not in here, but he's in Canada. That's the cool thing about what we do. We could bring in people from all over the world. If you guys are not a part of Attention in the Pits, we got another. It's a group. It's a private group, but Biggie Paul heads that up over there. I don't go live on there much, here and there. But Biggie he shows off products. He does little reviews on stuff. Over on that page, if you have any products or anything going on, or you had a big win this weekend and you want people to know about it, you could post up over there at Attention in the Pits. And what's up, Supa? And get your stuff out there. But remember, if you come over to Attention in the Pits, there's no negativity at all. We don't put up with none of that, and we won't kick you out. We'll give you a warning. I'll be honest, there's only been like 1 or 2 people, and those 1 or 2 people said, you know what, no problem, we're out, we're cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's good stuff, man. Attention in the Pits, powered by Nprctv Live. Thank you. What's up, dude? Anthony, what's up? Well, man, hey, listen. Hey, buddy, loving the hoodie. You like this? Bro, you all can get this hoodie. Guy Harvey. Guy Harvey. Just go to Guy Harvey. My favorite color is pink. I know it sounds really, really ridiculous. I really like the pink color, but that's it. Okay, Atmore is full. Atmore is hotels full. This is the cool thing. I've been kind of announcing throughout the past 2 to 3 weeks, I'm bringing people in to help me this year with Nprctv Live and all of the live streaming that we have going on. 11 races, I think, 11 or 10 or 11. We were at 12, but I'm dropping a race this year. I haven't even announced that I'm dropping that race, but I'll be letting people know that race I'll be dropping. So with that being said, I'm looking for some help. Well, I'm not really looking for help, but there are people that are kind of my friends that want to help and want to be a part of this. So without further ado, if anybody has not been paying attention, we're up to 6 people, 7, oh my gosh, 6 or 7 that are on the Nprctv crew. These people are flying. Every one of these people I'm going to name off right now, Wendy and I are bringing everybody into Atmore, Alabama. The whole crew is going to be there. That's how big this race is going to be. So with that being said, if I miss anybody, I shouldn't. I'm going to start with me, Wendy, Foster, Biggie, Matthew Howson, Tony Ariano, Abel Lips, I was way off, KDP, and Erica Del Grasso. Cece will not be joining us on this trip. Maybe she'll be joining us on another one at a later date. That's how many people we're bringing to Atmore, Alabama, to not only help us, to just have fun. Eric and KDP, I mean, they're super excited to coming in. But Abel Lips, he's coming into work, so he's not excited. No, I'm just kidding. He's super excited to come in and just have a good time, man. So I was wrong. There's 9. I have 9 people that are coming in with us, that are hanging with us, that are staying with us, that are helping us this weekend. So not this weekend, 3 weekends. So I believe you guys, I think we're going to put a pretty good show on for you. I want to tell everybody all the ideas, but I can't. So we'll hold off on that one. Wendy Shaw going to be a party. Faux show. Who else is in the house? That's it. Oh, Eric, of course. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's going to be good. Anyway, so if you guys are not ready for Atmore, get ready. And then right after that, listen, we go to Atmore, and then I think 3 weeks after that, we are off to New Orleans. Now, if you guys haven't started booking your New Orleans, I mean, I don't know why you haven't. Because here's the deal. Here's the deal, man. And I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. Right, Foster? I'm going to be seriously honest with everybody right now. If you have an inkling of you're thinking about going to New Orleans to NOLA Motorsports, number one, Foster will tell you that is the smoothest track that we've ever been to. It's smooth. It's like glass. So if you're like, you know what, I'm thinking about it, I'm on the fence, I might. Register. Look what happened in Atmore, Alabama. Everybody's excited to go to these races, but the problem is he filled up so quick that there's a waiting list now. So if you listen, register. I mean, I get it, I get everybody's asking. Did you announce what me and you talked about Friday? No, I haven't, dude. Hey, slow the roll, dude. We got a lot to talk about, Justin. So, anyway, just Justin, hold on. Got it. Register, because if you don't, then you go on that waiting list, and then you go, damn it, I wanted to go, and I should have registered. Just register. Just if you are even thinking about it, you're on the fence, register. That way you're on it, and you can, I think the first 1-3s will happen in NOLA. Well, we'll see, Jazzy. Jasmine Hernandez is calling out 1-3s. With that being said, did he not get anything? I think Matt forgot about us. I think Matt said, you know what, I'm not doing this today. Hang on. I think Matt said, I don't want to do this today. Hold on. Did you get the link? Hold on. The link. Register. Because if you don't, then I'm telling you to register, so it's said. So if you don't and you don't make the race, it's on you. I mean, I'm just saying. All these races coming up. I mean, it's not just New Orleans. I can't even think there's so many. It's Oregon. It's Dallas. It's Tulsa, Oklahoma. Super Chips. It's Maumee, Ohio. It's Carlsbad, California. Carlsbad, New Mexico. Register, guys, because if you don't register and you get on that waiting list and you don't make the race, you're going to be upset. I guarantee it. It's already happening in Atmore, Alabama, because he has such a big waiting list because not everybody got in. So it's not that hard. Register. From there, where do we go from there? I don't even know, dude. Listen, it's Monday. Mondays are the worst day of my life. I don't never do lives on Mondays because we're so freaking busy at my real world I live in. So Mondays are kind of crazy for me. I'm waiting on Matt to get in. We're about ready to rumble. He'll be in just a second. And I do have an announcement. Okay, so check this out. I just found this out today. I don't know if I should be announcing it, but I'm going to go ahead and announce it. It is what it is, right? Okay. Everybody knows a gentleman by the name of Mark Vine, right? Yes. Just say yes. What's up, Daniel Hickson? Everybody knows the name JFab. You just say yes. The answer is yes. I just found out today that JFab and Mark Vine are grudge racing Friday night at Atmore, Alabama. You like that ping, Jazzy? They are grudge racing in Atmore, Alabama, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So if you haven't registered and there's openings in that list and you want to get out to Atmore, man, get out there because just Friday night alone to watch that between JFab and because JFab sent me a video today of him racing this or testing this weekend. I mean, his car's fast. It's looking good, man. He told me something in the text. I can't tell you, but he says, I think I figured something out. Pretty good, man. Where can you go to register? Which one? Atmore, Alabama is called Battle on the Blacktop. Find it on Facebook. New Orleans is called Fire on the Bayou. Find it on Facebook. All the races I'm talking about right now, you can find them on Facebook 100%. And then you click inside the event page, find the event page. Inside that event page, it's going to have a link, and it'll say register here or something like that. Click on it. I think it's called a JET form or a JOT form. Don't hold me to that. I'm not really sure. Justin Pace says inbox me, but a minute ago he just said earlier this morning he said my inbox is full. How does that work? Yeah, Jay gonna take that. Oh, Brad, hey dude, there it is, talking some smack. Daryl James, Daryl, that's okay. Is Daryl James? I know you're watching right now. Attention in the Pits. Go find Attention in the Pits and become a member over there. You're going to see a lot of great stuff over there. There's a lot of people to put up. They'll talk about their tunes. They'll talk about all the products coming out. So, right, Justin. So, Daryl James, go over and find Attention in the Pits if you're not already doing that, and join that and have some fun. Just making sure he's not in yet. What else? What else do we have? I don't have a whole lot today because we were just live on Friday and last Wednesday, so I don't have a whole lot to really kind of cover. Right now, I'm just covering. My main thing right now, honestly, guys, is Battle on the Blacktop. It's taking up so much of my time. I'm getting prepared for it, so it takes a little time to get that. To kind of get it ready. So all my focus got it. All my focus has just been on Atmore, Alabama, and my vacation. So I normally I kind of start, normally I spend a lot of time promoting these races, which we are, but in Atmore, Alabama for 3 days, you guys are going to get tired of hearing Fire on the Bayou. All right, good. Daryl James, he's there. All right, guys, let me see. So I know you got a lot of news to get out, but any word on where we're talking about in our private message? Daniel, I'll look. I don't know, dude. I have so many messages, Daniel. Let me look when I get a minute. Dude, I got you. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just go. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. You're ready. We've been talking about this for a couple weeks. You guys know him from where? Let's just be. I'm going to be honest and transparent with everybody today. I know Matthew Howson from Knoxville, Tennessee, the King of Smokies. That was my first time meeting him. I was alone because my buddy, my commentator, was busy. No, I'm just kidding. He was put on a race. So I got to meet Matthew there, and great guy, right? I mean, he sat on the mics with me 5 hours, maybe 5-6 hours. Bro, we killed it. We had a great time. I mean, he was a great. He was a just put it by the door, bud. My Amazon's here. We had a great time, So we started talking, after that, and he kind of was ending his TSR Speed Shop show. So I've been looking for. I'll be honest with you guys. We need more. When I say we, you guys need more. You just need more, man. I mean, we can sit here and talk time and time again. I don't race, man. I just don't. I live stream. That's what I do. But so to bring a racer in with the racers, by the racers, I thought would be cool. Plus, he's been doing this for such a long time, and he knows his shit. That's the key to this, man. Is knowing your shit. That is end of story, knowing what you're even talking about. And him and I have had very long conversations. We've chatted it up. I'll be honest with you. I sent him a message today. I said, dude, I'm sorry. I've been kind of silent lately. Normally I'm like sending messages to people to kind of get everybody pumped up. I just got too much going on in my life. So with that being said, you guys know who he is, man. I'm ready to announce it. And as soon as we get him on and we tell you the name of the new Monday show, Matthew Howson will be starting his show 4:30 Arizona time, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. But remember, when times change, so will that. So always stay tuned and keep watching that. But hell, what else do we got to talk about? Without further ado, here he is, the man that's taken over Nprctv Live. He's taken this over to just take you guys where you want to be. We need this. We need this, and here it is. I bring you Matthew Howson. What's up, dude? There he is. Can I not hear you? Can you hear me? Can I not hear you? Uh-oh. Here we go. We had the same problem last time. I can't hear you, dude. No.
You can hear me now, though.
There you go, brother. There you go. There you go. Hey,
this program on the web doesn't. I set it up. I seen the microphone thing moving. I'm like, we're good. As soon as you brought me in here, it just said, yeah.
You listen. Leave it set. It. Leave the setting right there.
Yeah. Now it'll be fine. I don't have to touch it no more. It'll work perfectly. Okay.
And we are definitely we're gonna switch up your logo a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do have that. I haven't sent it to myself to put it back there, but I can work on that.
Yeah, no, I love the TV ears.
Yeah, they kind of. I need a hat now. Now my hat needs to have the antenna ears on it.
You know what? In your swag pack, I'm sending you with your DR10M. I sent you some Nprctv hats too.
Oh, mint. Cool.
Yeah. I sent you the nice ones too. These ones here that have the metal on them.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, these are sick, dude. These are really nice. I got you one of these, and I got you an Nprctv Nation too.
Oh, nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So today's the day, man. This is it.
It is. It's finally here. It's already here. It's kind of crazy.
It's been crazy, right?
It has been.
You heard what I said, man. Normally, normally, Matt. I'm just. I mean, what do you need? What do you here? I got too much going on in my life, man. This weekend was crazy for me, man. I didn't have no time. That wasn't
terrible either, because that kind of allowed me to kind of sit back and kind of figure out what I really wanted to do with it, and I wanted to kind of, be ready for it. So it wasn't pressure. No, there was no pressure put on my shoulders by that. So that it kind of worked out.
No,
that's
I
almost
awesome.
would have felt a little pressured with you because you're excited about it. I'm excited about it. It's just
No, there's no pressure from me, dude. Listen, because this is how it works. It works just like this. It is what it is.
Oh, you're not wrong.
I used to be this type of person. Hang on one second. I used to be this type of person. When I first started doing this, listen. When you do what we do, you do your best to have the best show that you possibly can. You do. Yes. The end of story. I don't care who you are, because if you don't, why are you doing it? That's what I got to say.
Right. Yep. 100%.
I'm just saying, if you don't put 150, not 100, not 120, 150 into what you're doing to make it the best you can, then why do it? With that being said, I put 190 in my stuff. I don't stop. Ever. I will when I'm, gone. Whatever you want to call it, Matt.
When you're over?
When I'm over. Then it's expired. Over. When I'm expired. There you go. Right. What's up, Jonathan Diaz is in the house. What's up, dude?
When the bell tolls. Can we use that one? Because that's a Metallica reference?
Yeah, right.
That's acceptable.
So where I'm going with this is it goes like this. If my lives go down, I'll fix it as fast as I can. If my camera falls off the tripod, we'll get it picked up when we get to it.
Backups, even if I break this one.
But you see what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to be, oh my God, I'd start sweating and get all stressed out, man. My cameras are down, my live's down. I don't do that no more, bro, because it is what it is. We'll get it fixed. We know it's down. And that's it.
We'll still have fun.
Yeah. I don't stress out no more, dude. It ain't worth it.
I feel like if we didn't stress at all in life, though, we'd forget how to live a little.
Yeah, I'm living 6 days. Yeah, I mean, if everybody was like Biggie puts in maybe 45%. iPads and tripods, right? Right, Foster? iPads and tripods. I think we've overcome the tripods and iPods.
Hey, speaking of which, I got my old iPad to work, man.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Cool. And so, listen, I don't know what you have going on. I really don't. Wait. What does Sean Junior said? His antennas reminds me of the old TV show. No. My favorite Martian. No. He reminds me of the Jetsons. Hey.
I don't do very good impressions very often.
No, that's good. You know what?
Not of any of the Jetsons, anyway. You know, I really like that show, but I never really watched it.
Oh, the Jetsons, bro. He had the best dog ever. Astro. Oh my God, bro. Astro was the bomb, dude.
Oh wow, those are so. Wow, we got to fix those laughs, man. Those are real cheesy.
Yeah, hold on. Cheesy's
you
okay.
Pay them more than $5. They'll actually genuinely laugh.
Yeah, my favorite Martian and the Jetsons. Love it. Anyway, today's your day, dude. I don't know what you got going on. And listen, do not take this the wrong way, but I got shit to do.
I got this going on right now.
What do you got going on? What is that?
Oh, here we go.
I can't even see it. What is that? Oh, is that Kevin Harvick?
You bet it is.
What is he? Is that the latest driver?
No. So this is issue number 47 from November of 2007 of RC Driver. This is what started it for me.
No kidding.
This wasn't my first exposure to hobby grade RCs, but this is what, as an adult, and funny enough, it wasn't even Kevin Harvick. It was that boat.
What is it? A Traxxas?
No, it's the Budweiser Pro boat.
You can't see it.
Yeah, I know the focus.
Yeah, it's hard to see. No, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. But
it's cool.
So I'm gonna kind of get into where it all started for me, and why I started a podcast.
Okay, good.
And
I love it,
and just why this hobby has become so important to me, and why I love it so much. And RC drag racing has turned into something I never thought it would. So that's kind of the idea of this show anyway. But the shows going forward are going to be more of we're going to do driver features. So we're going to have drivers from all over the continent, and we're going to do a little featurette on them. If we have an opportunity to have them on for a short interview, we're going to. If not, we're going to kind of talk about who they are, where they're from, and just kind of, pump up their local area a little bit. And then from there, we're just going to kind of do Q's and A's, because that's the beauty part about lives. Everybody's always got questions. So, of course, we'll probably touch on anything that's been going on. And, people can pretty much ask me anything. And, well, Billy, hold your britches, because they might get an honest answer out of me. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan. Hopefully keep the shows about 45 minutes to an hour long.
We have boundaries.
About sponsors. Yeah,
we have boundaries, though, people. We have boundaries.
Yeah, we got to behave.
Yeah,
we got to behave. I'm not gonna be completely ridiculous.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you.
Oh yeah, remember the community guidelines, guys.
I'm talking about the questions.
Oh yeah. Well,
so without further ado, can I turn your logo we had made around?
Oh yeah.
Here we go. This is it, man. This is the name of the show. I'll let him name it. I'm gonna turn it around and let me find it. And here it is, dude. This is the new logo for Matthew Howson's show, and I'm gonna let him talk about it, and he can tell you why it is what it is. And there you go. Boom.
Mic'd up Mondays with the Moose. So thanks, Billy, and everybody that helped out making this logo. It's damn, I like it.
It looks good, right? It came out really nice, man.
I showed it to my wife earlier, and she was like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Holly liked it. Okay. Good. Good.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. I love it, dude.
Yeah. This is everything and more. I've always had like this idea in the back of my head, wanting to have like a moose logo made up. And man, I didn't know joining the Nprctv team would do
that for you.
But damn, man, this might end up being a tattoo. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, looks good, dude. He did a really good job, man. Thank you to my boy, Matt Howson. It's called Mic'd Up Mondays with the Moose. It's going to be live every Monday at 4:30 AZ time or 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. But remember, everybody, when the times change, so does his. So it'll move. I'm not even gonna say up or back an hour. I don't even know how to say it.
Well, so this is the way I've always remembered it. In the spring, you spring forward an hour. And in the fall, you fall back an hour. It is totally lame.
Leave me alone.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I know, dude.
Yeah, it's really dumb. It screws up your internal clock. It's
screws
worse
it
than
all up.
traveling. Like
Yeah.
I went to Las Vegas, right? My wife and I went there for, just vacationing and that. And I haven't suffered jet lag as bad as I do when the time change happens here locally. I don't understand it.
Oh
Like
my God.
it throws your internal clock way off. It's
Wait.
ridiculous.
Hold on. Did you just say the Vegas?
Yeah, we've been to Vegas a couple times.
No, I don't mean it that way. I mean, it's like an hour flight.
Oh, not for us. It's like 3, but whatever.
3 hours and you had jet lag?
No, I didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
we didn't.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was
no.
wait till you come to Atmore, Alabama.
Yeah, no, that's straight down. That's same time.
You're sleeping for days. Yeah. Let me say hi to somebody real quick. Jamie Beasley, what's up, dude? From the 919 North Carolina is in the house. What's up, man? Mike Graves is in the house, and so is Ford Man 21813-315 upstate. Good Lord, upstate New York. How is everyone at NPRC TV coming to New York? Man, you know what? I have no New Yorks this year, man. We've talked about doing something up around that area, Matt. I mean, like Foster and I, we would like to get to Maryland. I know there's a lot of racing in Maryland and up in up around through New York. I mean, you are kind of by there. Is there much racing up in the northern states there?
There is. Like I know there's a pretty decent group that races in the Niagara Falls area, which I know occasionally they do travel over onto the U.S. side because there's that border relationship there, Ontario and New York.
Right.
So I know a lot of the guys down like Chuck Taylor.
Yep.
Leo Getz.
Yep. Leo gets it.
I think there's Chris Pace is his name. It's like Crispy Pacey or something like that because he changed it on in Facebook. When you change your name, they make you keep it for so long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he changed it as a joke. He just hasn't changed it back yet. I know there's a whole group of them. They go over and I know they do race down in New York State. So I know there is plans to have races down there.
Yeah.
I'll have to find out more. There is racing.
Unfortunately, New York and those that area is not on my list this year, man. I'm booked. I am just booked, man. We have so much crap to do. It's crazy. Maryland 410 team tuna can.
Tuna can.
Spencer Rudd. So what's the rule on bodies? What are you talking about? What are you talking? Spencer, it's the Matthew Howson show.
I can still talk about that if we
want.
No,
we're not talking about bodies. We're talking about Matthew Howson today.
Yeah. But in future shows, like I have no issue answering those kind of questions. If you have questions and you want to know a little bit of information, it's nothing that I wouldn't post on Facebook. So I'll be an open book about what we do and how we operate at the NPRC committee. Because I know a lot of people are probably, very interested to see how that plays out. I assure you, I'm not changing anything. I'm going to treat it like I always have. It is completely separate from anything and everything I do in RC. I cherish the spot that I hold on the committee, and it means a lot to me to be part of it. So I'd like to like I said, I won't hide from it. I'll answer any question. I won't beat around the bush with anybody about stuff. But yeah, just be cool. That's all.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So make sure we're all clear. We need to be a little clear. We didn't bring Matthew Howson over here to NPRC TV Live for you guys to talk about NPRC. It's 100%. If you want to talk to him about that, but you understand something. He did not come over here to sit and talk about NPRC rules. I came here to be part of this team. Correct.
And offer a lot of post-production. So there's going to be a lot of stuff at the races that I'm going to help with editing of and getting put together in order to give you guys, instead of during the breaks where you usually have to just stare at the screens and you can kind of hear us off talking or anything like that. You're now going to get content to watch. And that's the biggest role that I'm going to be playing with NPRC TV Live, outside of doing the live shows and staying in touch with all you guys this way. So I'm really excited to do that because it's something that I noticed in the lives when I was there, that in the later rounds, it's so imperative because there's like 3 races. And then, we got to give these guys like 20 minutes to get their batteries charged.
Correct.
So, you know what I mean? That's a lot of in between. And especially in those times, to have, pre-produced packaged content to give you guys, the viewers, stuff to watch and allow us lip flappers an opportunity to drink water, eat food, and not stress because, well, man, they're just staring at freaking cameras, man. We got to do something because that's what happens, right? As soon as you have a few moments and you kind of catch your breath, you're like, okay, let's go right back to it. But at least if there's a pre-produced package that's got to play, it's like, hey, no, we've got 15:05 before we got to be back. So I'm super excited for that.
You know, I was thinking about that yesterday, and listen, you're right. One thing that the one thing in Atmore that's going to be cool is it's going to be so freaking crazy that Foster and I just sometimes we don't get enough breaks. You're right, dude. Sometimes you just go and go and go until you can't do anymore. So the cool thing with Matt there, Biggie there, Abel Lips there, Erica there, KDP there, when we go on a break, they're going to get on the mics. So you guys have the entertainment never stops too. And then whatever Matt's going to come up with that. So we got a lot of different things that's going to happen with all these people coming on to help. It's going to be better for you because it's going to give you guys something to do when Foster and I are on a break or we're eating because dude, try to eat in 10 minutes and then get back and get on a mic for another 4 hours. It's not as easy as you think.
Well, the reality is television was always looked as entertainment. So our responsibility is to entertain everybody while they're enjoying the drag racing. So we're going to make sure that happens, irregardless if there's drag racing happening or not, or if we have timing systems go down and we got to replace parts, whatever the situation is, you guys are going to have content. I'm super jacked. There's going to be a bunch of us that are totally capable of pitching in any way, shape, or form. Dude, oh man. Man.
It's going to be good, dude. There's a lot of us down there, man.
I hope everybody's excited as I am about it.
Yeah, dude. The Abel Lips thing just came about last night, dude. Abel wasn't even going, but Abel spent so much time. Him and I spent probably in this garage this weekend. We probably between the two days, probably 12 hours.
I can believe it.
He put a lot of work in here, and I said, my wife and I were talking last night. You know what, man? Let's bring Abel to this one. It's the furthest one that we're doing. So what the hell? So Abel's coming and listen, with him just running the cameras and helping out. It's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to you guys to see what I have planned, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I don't know. We're doing the best we can.
I'm pretty sure everybody's going to enjoy it.
Everybody's going to be fine. All right, dude. Listen. I don't know. Okay. Let's talk about. So today, I'm actually with Matt today. I will not be with him next Monday. So we're all clear. I'm with him today because I had to bring him in. I'm going to show him how to do this himself, so that way when he goes live, it's just him. So I want to join in today, but I know that we have somebody coming on to join you. Is that still happening?
Yeah, I believe so. Todd was gonna let me know when he's home.
Okay. So let's do this for now. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna be sitting right here. If you need me, listen. If you need me, just text me.
I think we'll be all right. Yeah, no, that's what I'll do. As soon as I hear from Todd, I'll let you know. Now that reminds me, I've got to pay attention to my phone though too.
Yeah, yes. That's the only thing about this, brother. You got to multitask like a fool.
Wait a minute. I got my MacBook sitting right in front of me. I don't even need to look at my phone.
All right. Get your MacBook. I'm going to let you do your thing here in just a minute. So let's talk about, what Matt and I did is we actually reached out to the sponsors we already have. And, so what we did is we said, hey, we have this coming. Do you want to be a part of it? And so far, 2 have said, yeah, but I've only asked 2, though, Matt. The third one, I know he will. Just haven't. I'll message him tomorrow. So when it's all said and done, the goal is 3 sponsors. So every 4th Monday, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you who the sponsor is. Your main sponsor.
Okay.
You want to do it, or you want me to do it?
You can do it.
You sure?
Kind of gave it away. If anybody was really,
you did give it away.
Yeah. See if people were really paying attention or not. Though.
No. Everybody pays attention when you're doing this, right? Listen, everybody. Always remember, everybody pays attention, and they go back to watch the show just in case,
replay,
especially if you're giving something away.
Oh boy.
So you got to be super careful on that. So without further ado, I am announcing the very first sponsor of the Mic'd Up Mondays with the Moose, and it's 5-Star Hobbies. Jared Baker reached out to him, and he didn't even bat an eye, man. He's like, done. I love Matthew. Send it. I'm not going to tell everybody who's coming on board next Monday.
Next Monday?
You'll have the swag from that gentleman.
Okay.
So you can do your thing when you know, because he's going to join you on the show.
Okay, so when it arrives, okay, we'll do it that way.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's going to join you on the show next Monday, and that's going to be a good show. Every show is going to be good, but you guys, if I even say that, you all know who it is. I'm not going to say that, so I got to see.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm trying to think of like very like crude ways I can allude to it, but it's like, nope, that's a giveaway. Nope,
you got to be careful, man. Hey, listen.
Yeah, it's like I can't.
These watchers, these people that watch you, they're watching you, dude.
They're paying attention. Very close attention.
All right, listen. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna turn the mics around. I'm gonna turn my mics down. Text me when you want me back. I'm gonna message Todd myself. So you just do your thing. You do your thing, dude. Have fun.
Okay. I'm just looking up the live, so I have.
You got
comments.
This?
Yeah, I think so. I can manage.
I think you're fine, dude.
I've done lives before.
I know you have, bro.
Once or twice.
Oh boy. Everything's gonna be just fine, dude.
Yeah, we got this. I know.
Listen,
I'm just messing with everybody, just so you guys know right now. Like,
perfect.
Oh God, hang on, I gotta mute it. We're gonna have double the volumes. Okay, we're good.
All right, you good?
I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments. Yeah, I'm good, buddy.
Okay, listen. Y'all have a good time. I'm
Before he
actually.
leaves, everybody say bye to Billy.
Say bye to me.
Goodbye,
I'm
Billy.
out of here. Goodbye. I'm still here though.
He's gonna go sit there and monitor whether or not he's gonna hit the kill button.
I got my phone on me. Just let me know if you need me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandmas, grandpas, I introduce to you Matthew Howson on Mic'd Up Mondays with the Moose. Enjoy, my friend.
Thanks, Billy.
You got it.
I'm
buddy.
here. I'm occupying your whole screen. Hi,
I'm
everybody.
out. Bye.
You're still talking though. Oh, mute. Is that how this works? Billy mute. Okay. Yeah, he's gone. See, look, it works. What's up, everybody? What's up? Okay, I'm going to check some comments because I did see some stuff come through. What's up, Erica? Who's going to be partying Thursday night? I don't know. I don't think I arrived till Friday. JFab. I think he said, I might have missed that. What's up, OKO? Biggie Paul cheesecake for everyone. I like that idea, except I'm on a diet right now. That's just terrible. That's a terrible idea. So what's up, everybody? Of course, I'm Matt Howson. This is Mic'd Up Mondays with the Moose. And I think in this episode, I kind of want to tell you where I've been where I came from, how I got into the RC hobby. And we'll kind of go from there. I've seen some questions come in and we're all watching you. Thanks, Brad. What's up, Rob? Biggie, where am I from? Well, I'm from Canada. If anybody looks on a map and you look at the one little spot, and I could do this if I had more control, but it's all good. You look on a map, you see the Great Lakes. I think everybody's heard about the Great Lakes. There's 5 of them. 3 of them are all clustered together. Well, at the very top of them where they meet, there's in Michigan, there's Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. And then in Ontario, there's Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. That's where I live. We're called Twin Saults, born and raised. I like the winter. Cold, not so much, which I know they don't go together, but we'll talk about that later. What's up, Gary? Click mute Billy. See, Biggie told me it. Now, did I shut it off by saying it again, Biggie? Is that how that worked? Anyway, whatever. So I kind of wanted to tell you guys all, for the ones that don't know, some do. And of course, we'll get to the part where, I started my own podcast called the MBM Podcast. But for those of you guys who don't know me, don't know my history, and just, I guess, to fill you in, and any questions that come up along the way, I'll try and answer. So I was showing everybody earlier this RC Driver magazine. This magazine, it was this. I grabbed it at Walmart, and I happened to see the boat, and this article is what did it. I had to have it. I grabbed it, stuck it in the cart, and bought it. And my wife kind of gave me that look of like, oh God, he's found something else to get into. And this was when Nitro was super popular. Most of the stuff in here was nitro powered. I've got a whole bin, and the funny part is it's not that I didn't know. Well, actually, at the time, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a big NASCAR watcher at all, so I didn't know Kevin Harvick was anybody of significance at all. That's from November 2007, so it's been 14 years that I've really been obsessed with RC. I think my first exposure to it was probably when I was like 18, so probably another 4 years prior to this, 5 years prior to buying this magazine. Some guys were out playing with a nitro powered monster truck that they had put thumbtacks in the tires because it was wintertime, and they were running it at one of the parks in the parking lot, throwing snow everywhere. It was like, wow, that's cool. But I never really got into it at the time. I was too still concerned with, my girlfriend at the time, which now is my wife. We were playing hide and seek with a bunch of other friends and, acting like 18-year-olds, doing all kinds of things 18-year-olds do. So just say no to ketchup chips. No, ketchup chips are the best, RJ. So in 2007, I bought this magazine, and I kept going back to Walmart every month to buy the next one. And I kept doing that finally until I sent away for a membership, like the subscription. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. So I've got, hold on. Oh, God. And there's a good possibility that I gave a bunch of them away, if I'm being 1,000% honest. I probably gave a bunch of them to people to try and get them into the hobby. I know I gave a bunch of them to a chum of mine, and that's what kind of was the first time we bought them. We actually bought Red Cats, nitro powered. I bought a 10 scale 4-wheel drive buggy. My buddy bought a 8 scale 4-wheel drive truggy, and that kind of started the RC adventure for the two of us. We quickly realized that we maybe should have bought. It wasn't necessarily that they were a bad choice, but we couldn't get parts anywhere locally. We never really had local hobby shops, and even the one hobby shop that was kind of local, which was an hour south from us, we didn't really know about them back then. So, what could you do? And so we were stuck ordering parts from Red Cat all the time. We were always breaking things, but I learned a lot. Learned how to tune nitro engine. The SH engines that came in them weren't exactly terrible. They were not bad, So we had a lot of fun, and I realize now that the drag racing came to me in the way that it did, and I'm so comfortable and happy doing it because that's what Mike and I were doing when we first started our RC. We were just drag racing them, and the road was bad. They had bumps everywhere. If you took the wrong way on the wrong side, you were getting air. You didn't want, so it was no road you should have been drag racing on whatsoever. Of course, that led us to wanting to go to a track. We found a local local club, brought our stuff out there. But I was in a transition of going from having nitro powered trucks to wanting electric. So I had bought a Traxxas Summit of all things. Realized that cool and big as it is and fun, it's no good on the track at our RC track when a bunch of guys have 2-wheel drive short course trucks. So that's when I bought it, an SC10 RS, Team Associated. And that kind of started my love affair with Associated. Like, I was locked and loaded right into the brand. I blew up the capacitors on the ESC because I'm pretty sure I probably overheated it, but Associated replaced it under warranty. Took a few weeks, but whatever. It is what it is. Got replaced. But that led me to indoor racing because the outdoor racing never really took off. We tried to get the track going here locally outdoors, but it was too far out of town for anybody to really want to go to. And it was hard for anybody with smaller kids to, that had them that wanted to go, because you were driving like 15, 20 minutes outside of town just to go run. And then the hours were very different. It wasn't like a really accompanying, like accommodating place. Runway Park did an amazing job trying to give the RC club a home. But from there I started racing indoor carpet off-road. We were running rubber tires at the time, and that was a whole new learning curve. Just, man, thinking about it now, I didn't absorb much or learn much in the first little bit. I attempted to, I really, really did, but things changed so quickly. I built an SC10 4x4 truck. I ended up building a 4x4 buggy, a 2-wheel drive buggy after that. And through the process, a lot of times you'd use the kit setups. I always do. I always set my car up on the kit setup, and then I make the adjustments that, some of my fellow racers that run the same cars always make. And that's kind of how I got into racing. In that time, I learned a lot about RCs. Mike was really bad for destroying his all the time by crashing them. There was this one time we were running out at a park, and I'm like, bro, we're out really close to those trees. And no sooner did I finish saying that, boom, his 8th scale truggy hit it, and you just heard it stop. Everything stopped. You heard the drivetrain stop immediately. And he just looked at me and goes, yeah, we're really close. And actually, I think those photos are actually somewhere on my Facebook profile. I'll try and find them and throw them up, show everybody those. But, through that, I was learning a lot because Mike broke things all the time. So I was always taking it apart, reassembling. When we started racing indoor off-road carpet together, it took him a little bit to come behind me on that deal because he was a little more standoffish on the whole racing thing. And I think it was where he was working at the time too. He was super busy, but I digress. Not important. We ended up, I do actually have some of my old cars, Biggie. I got my B5M still. I actually sold my B44.3 to a listener of the TSR Speed Shop RC podcast, which was kind of different. He asked for the body to be signed. It was cool. I won't lie. But we're going to get, that's the real meat and potatoes of my whole RC journey, is just when I get into podcasting that. So Mike and I went racing all the time together, and hey, Jesse, be nice. I love Biggie, man. Biggie's my dude. Hey, Biggie, can't you see? See? That's my dude, bro. My homie. I won't say the rest of it because I might get in trouble with the community standards. But anyways, one day I'll try and sneak it in on a live. Somebody picks it up. I don't know. Anybody listen to Bubba Love Sponge? Anybody from Florida listen to that guy? Yo. I'm the homie with that big say it. Anyway, moving along. So, Mike and I, when we were racing, he liked to break things, and I always like to work on stuff. And even to this day, I've always said that, I'm the kind of guy that you tell me how you want it set up, I'll absolutely build it that way. I'll fix it for you. I'll do whatever you need so you can kind of keep your race program going. He's still a thing, but I don't know if he's still a thing. I know he's still on the air, surprisingly, and his whole life's crumbled around him. I don't know. He's still on the radio. I don't know. I loved listening to that guy and the shenanigans, and then it all fell apart when he lost Manson. Well, it all fell apart when Spice Boy stole Hulk. Anyway, why am I talking about that? But this is where I go. So this is the kind of stuff you guys can be prepared for. Is I will fall off the train. In all seriousness, everybody, don't ever do the no. I have ADHD. I'm cool with it. I live with it my entire life. But that will be why sometimes you'd be like, man, how does he go from that? Is why somebody will say something and I'm gone. But we're going to go back to the story because that's what's important. I like kind of crew chiefing. I like fixing a car. I never really changed Mike's setup or tried to make his car better for him. I always left that up to him. But if he broke and wouldn't fix it, I would, because I didn't want my friend sitting there not racing. Yes, he's awesome. You're not right, Gary? FTE. Oh, come on. What are the odds? So Manson still does his own thing from home and everything like that. Oh, that's cool. See? Yep, that's where I actually so KDP, that's where I found him. He was the afternoon, like he was on Howard 101. And I used to listen to him all the time when I was hauling sawdust when I first started driving truck, because that's the non-RC side of me, which we can get into in a little bit. So, okay, I'm going through the comments. What's up, Super Aaron? My dude. Mad Moose Monday. Sometimes. Squirrel, where? If I could have one car from back in the day, which it would be. So I've had this. I never actually owned one, but because I have this weird thing with the 4-wheel drive buggies, I'd actually love to have like an OG BJ4. You know, like that would be like the car. I actually have an A stamp RC10 gold pan on the shelf. It needs restoration, but it's a legit A stamp that was raced. So, I want to fix it up. I'm reading the comments again. I'm always going to stop talking. I don't know how Billy does that. Billy's really good at talking and reading. I can't do both. I just can't. So getting already asked about the podcast. So the podcast is the MBM podcast. And this is where the racing for Mike and I, we got so into it. And everybody from my area, the locals, we were all going down there. And we had finally a good established group. And we got together and we were able to buy carpet, raise the funds we needed to actually race our own races here in town. So we were doing that for a long time. And I started race directing. Sometimes caught a little bit of flack with some parents because even when the novices were up, if they were continuing to run their cars after being asked, I'm the kind of race director saying, hey guys, I asked you to stop. Now everybody's waiting on you. And I don't see an issue with that. I never do, because you're telling anybody in general, whether it's a grown man or a child, that, you're expected to participate and listen to a race director. Some people's children don't, whatever, not my problem. People get, whatever. So racing went amazing here. Went so amazing here. And then there was a whole kerfuffle that really did a lot of damage. But we still put on the races. Like the races still really, really happened. And it was an amazing time, but we lost the location. The school board decided to change the way they operated, change the use of the building, and the gym that we were using was actually being used for storage for a number of years until most recently when the school was reformed into a new French high school and I think grade school, which I'm in Canada. So we have like regular grade school and then high school. We don't do middle school, although they're trying to kind of start doing some of that, like where they put the grade 7 and 8s. I think 6, 7, and 8s in high schools, but it's still high school. So I don't know. We've had that conversation with a few of my friends before, like Scotty and that, and yeah. VXL 2L drive slashes. See, I never owned one of those. Oh, hang on, Gary. You had to say it. You had to. Hang on. I'm not going to pull all the DVDs out, but I was into Bubba. I'm not lying. Really broke my heart to see what happened to him with that whole Hulk Hogan situation. And, because they were true friends. And then recently he had some bubbles and troubles with his son, where his son was covering up the Bubba Army patch on his race gear. And for those of you that don't know, I know a lot of guys are into dirt oval. Bubba the Love Sponge's son, actually, Tyler Clem, he's a pretty damn good dirt oval racer. I think he raced sprints. Pretty sure. What's up, underdog? So the racing really, really took off here in town. And, my friend Mike and Jim, which MBM stood for and still to this day really stands for Moose, Buck, and Mike, because that's where it started. And that's the podcast that I'm actually referring to. MBM podcast I came up with. And it came from because we would literally sit around for sometimes 2 or 3 hours at the end of each other's driveways after hanging out and doing RC stuff and talk about more RC stuff. So I figured, why don't we record this? And, I had also listened to the Radio Impound podcast, and I'm not knocking Gotti and Jason because they've provided an amazing, information podcast about RC and everything else, but I didn't get it. I'm always very particular about like audio sound. So, the quality wasn't amazing. And I get Jason was usually in his truck and they were just making it happen. And nowadays I get that, I've done it long enough to understand that content is content and people want to hear it, whether it's great or not. And the expectation of it being amazing as a podcast is a lot less than a large produced piece. So I've gotten more more okay with the idea of it not being perfect, but yeah, you're not wrong. Terribly. Silly guys. Anyway, so I came up with this idea of starting the MBM podcast. And at first we were just going to sit around and talk all the time, talk about the local results, racing that we do down at, down at Casey's, down in St. Ignace, and the racing we were doing here locally. And we just, kind of cover new products coming out, what Jim was working on, because Jim was always tinkering and just that kind of stuff. And then we started interviewing, and we interviewed Ty Tessman right after he won the Worlds that year, which was, pretty awesome to do. We've had amazing interviews with guys like Mark Pavitas, Tim Tunerman, that was with Associated at the time. Randy Pike, that led into like an amazing relationship with Tekin for a long time, for myself and the podcast, because they were basically a title sponsor. And man, it just kept growing from there. And we were very, very popular. People really liked listening to three Canadians just jibber jabber about RC and what we were doing and interview these people. And I won't lie, I've listened to some of the interviews now and said, yeah, actually that was really good, and then listened back to other ones and went, wow, that was really terrible. What did I do? Why did I, what, how can I make them better? And that became hard. And then unfortunately, Jim had to kind of do more family stuff. He had just had, his daughter was fairly young when we started podcasting, and then he was, going to be an expectant dad again. So that was, very difficult for him. My friend Mike became a dad as well. I had already been a father, and my children were not older, but they were 4. I think Haley was 4 when I really got into the RC hobby, and my oldest would have been going on 7, when I got into it, where my friends really didn't have kids. So they kind of had to do that. Actually, the MBM podcast still exists, Biggie. I still do them. I have a new co-host. His you got a lot of you guys might know him, Yeti B. What up, bro? If you're seeing this at any point, he hopped on board with me this year after the transition over to drag racing. We haven't done a lot of shows in the winter just because I'm only racing off-road here and there when I can get over to race, and we're kind of been waiting for the drag racing season to start again, because that's when it gets really heavy for Yeti. He's super into drag racing. So I like having that as an outlet to kind of do the same thing, talk to Yeti what's going on, have some interviews with people that are friends of the shows, maybe new racers that I meet when we go. So the MBM podcast isn't going anywhere. I like it because it's recorded. So it allows for a lot more flexibility as far as if only I can record with somebody and get an interview in, and then Yeti and I can go and record our part together, and I can stitch it all together versus the live. So it's not going anywhere. But what happened during the MBM podcast, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know, is Tim Smith reached out to me. He reached out offering to be on the MBM podcast, which he never really officially was a guest on the show, which I kind of feel terrible about, because really he should have, considering that's how our relationship started. He wanted to come in and kind of promote what he had going on. And, him and I just kind of hit it off. You know what I mean? And it was kind of weird to sit there and have so many cool things in common with somebody and stay up to 1 o'clock in the morning, my time, just kind of talking through a Skype call about RC, about, what he's done, what I've done. And, he talked about wanting to do a podcast. And I said, well, I can help you out. And I originally only thought I was going to stick around for 1 or 2 shows once he was kind of on his feet and going and say, see you later. And he invited me to kind of ride on a wild journey with him where we were podcasting a weekly, and the time zone difference was terrible. When he had his one job, he wasn't getting home till about 9 o'clock my time. And sometimes we'd go, you guys, I'm sure some of you have heard the episodes. They're 4 hours long. We go well into the night. The job that I had, I was getting up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, go do deliveries. It was hard, but I enjoyed it. I got to meet so many new people. And because Tim was so into RC drag racing, it really, really started pulling me back into it. But on a real way, because before NPRC, alls we had was the prep cars, the prep track cars. Some guys had been building a street eliminator based car, but they were all based off a Traxxas platform. I wasn't so down with that. I'm not bagging on Traxxas. I love the people over there. I love what they do. They have a very, very great product in the way that they do their deal, but it's just not for me. I like my associated stuff. Tim Smith, who I love Tim. I really do. I'm hoping he's enjoying his retirement. That's obviously why the biggest reason the TSR Speed Shop podcast came to an end is Tim's retired. He's decided to kind of hang up the controller and only enjoy it as a hobby anymore, not be in it. And I think a lot of people don't realize that when you start participating at higher levels, you're in it. You have to be in it, and that's not always easy. So enjoy your retirement, bro. You've earned it. Tell you what. But because of that, I learned a lot. I also met a lot of new people, people like John Schultz, Todd. Todd's going to be joining me at some point this evening, I believe, when he gets off of work. He's my dude. I got a lifelong friend in Todd. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of people I've had an opportunity to meet. And at these races, man, you guys need to come out. I'm telling you, if you haven't been to a big event where there's more than just your local friends, be prepared, man. There's just the camaraderie, the amount of people. You could go almost to anybody's pit and strike up a conversation and just start talking. And nobody kind of, well, not too often, unless I'm wearing my big, straw hat or something like that. Sometimes people look at me a little funny, like, the hell are you doing? But through all the MBM podcasts, through everything I've done, I've been a decent racer outside of anything talk wise. I really do have a passion for talking. I never really could understand why, because when I was younger, man, I was shy, super shy kid, didn't really want to be loud or be noticed. And even when I get to these events, sometimes I'm pretty quiet at first until I get comfortable. And then, and then the gloves kind of come off and I realize that everybody's just kind of there to have a good time. And I get out of that headspace and really start enjoying everybody out there. Man, I've went back through some photos I've got photos of like a buddy of mine, Chad Dayton, and Cam, who just won at SoFlo. A cool little photo where Cam kind of photobombed him. And it's just like, man, you don't get those experiences all the time. Not if you're not traveling, not if you're not around seeing people. And, I've traveled for some other races, in off-road. I've been down to Iowa, to race at, Island Speedway, I believe it's called. Yeah. I believe they're actually having a race next week. I was trying to finagle a way to going in, but I got this amazing opportunity to be traveling with the Nprctv live crew. So I have to do that. Much as I love my guys in Iowa, and I'll tell you, if you're an off-road racer and you're in that area and you're not going to be traveling or going to any other races, because we know Battle of the Blacktop's already sold out. It's gone. It's you ain't getting in unless somebody decides to drop their entry. Put it that way. And if you're not on the waiting list, you should be. I'm telling you, just saying. But yeah, if you can, you need to go check out Island Speedway in Iowa. It's an amazing facility. I know they've moved since the last time I visited them, and it was amazing then, and it's only gotten better. And I believe they're having a Gone Banana Racing Skins race or something like that. I don't know all the details, but I know it's next weekend. So check it out. It's somewhere on the Facebooks. I can promise you that. But man, I've been to that race. There's some hotels that I would never stay in again. Holy geez. My wife would agree with that. But man, I always thought I'd be like the off-road racer traveling and doing stuff. Cause I'd always, when I was working so closely with Randy and talking with him all the time when he was the team manager for Tekin, I always said to him that, I love racing, Randy. I really, really, really do. But I feel like I'm more helpful to everybody there to help them with their speed controls or, with tuning questions on how to get the most of their tune than me racing myself. Cause I had gotten pretty familiar with it. And I had always tried to do that. And that's what I've always done. Even when I was a McLaren racer, I would always try and help out a fellow McLaren, either racer or user or anybody that was into the company, as best as I could. I just didn't race a lot as a McLaren racer. COVID happened. I didn't race outdoor or like any off-road whatsoever, and very, very limited drag racing because it just wasn't happening here. What's my first race as a racer? What do you mean? Yeah, I was just racing there, I think 3 weekends ago, Rob. It wasn't too bad. Like I still got the feel for it. Like I can still do the off-road stuff, but I feel like on-road is where I really should be more than off-road, just because there's no jumps. I got the turning part down, and I can do the braking part. It just seems to be the jumping, the landing, the jumping, the takeoff, usually not so bad. It's the landing, figuring that out. It's even with drag racing. Takeoff, not so bad. The landing, I don't know what to tell you about it. Try your best. Not everybody can be a Craig Fleek. For those of you who didn't see that, check out that one. It'll be on the Nprctv live stream from last year at Super Chips. Craig Fleek's car literally hits the center divider, and it goes up probably about 20 feet or so and comes back down and lands on its wheels. Pretty amazing. Yeah. My first race as a racer. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. Like a RC racer, like drag racing, or like off-road racing, or my first real race. I was racing 2-wheel drive short course truck. I had no business. And that at the time. So this is kind of funny. I'm going to bring this up just because. So we're going to go back and tell a story. Story time with Matt or Moose. See, I'm terrible. Sometimes not a lot of people have used that nickname on Facebook with me. It's more been, so this is really, I'll get more used to doing it. Anyway, story time Moose. Oh, wait. Hang on. KDP's got a comment. I got to read it. Hang on. When COVID hit in 2020, that's when the 801 no prep racing started and grew to be fairly big. Well, KDP, that's because locally the RC learning the landing on drag racing. Man, if I could learn the landing on drag racing, I'd just start flying. I figure it'd be all right. The local scene around here is very fickle. It's very, there's not a lot of support from the city, first and foremost. So it's really hard for us to try to kind of get anything going as far as a permanent outdoor facility / track. We had one for a while where, yes, I was the club president for a very short period of time. Yeah, there is more to my RC story than I kind of let you guys in on, but a lot of it is like very, I guess it's important. For a very short period of time, I was the club president for the Sioux RC Car Club. That's what we went by. Well, we had a permanent outdoor location, although it was only a tennis court. It was asphalt. It was painted. There are photos of it on my Facebook. I actually did share this live through my not personal page, but one of the what do they call them, like entertainer pages on Facebook. Matt Moose Howson, you can check that one out and add it up on there, because I will be posting stuff on there. And got a text message. Why didn't it show up on my computer? Oh, because it's right there. Oh, not important. It wasn't important. I thought it might be important. Oh, I got another comment over here. Message. Oh, Todd is home. Billy, if you're listening. Billy, are you listening? Are you listening, Billy? Todd's home. Kid, man.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you.
Billy, are you listening? Are you listening, Billy?
I just turned the camera.
What am I looking at?
Listen to me. I'm working in my garage. I'm cleaning my garage, dude. Let me get Todd. God dang it. Hold on. Hey, listen, you need to learn how to read the comments while you're live.
Am I missing a bunch?
No, not at all. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I got you, bro. Right,
I'm not very good at it. We had that discussion.
Yeah. Let me get Todd on. I'll be back in just a sec, okay?
Okay, that works.
Stand by.
Biggie Paul, thank you for all the questions, you guys. Appreciate it. RC drag racing. Do you plan on racing in any of the big events, or just going to do podcasts and live feeds? So Billy and I have talked about that. Of course, Super Chips was my first big event. that I went to last year. It was the first time that I had been exposed to any kind of NPRC based racing whatsoever. I had built a CJC based Maverick 2.0 car. The biggest thing is I wanted to represent being a Canadian in the best way possible at all these races, trying to be proud of my home. So I built a Canadian based manufacturer's car. Of course, tried to keep the body like the whole idea red and white on the whole thing. And I did go a couple of rounds. I know I ran like a 192 or 191. And the only reason why I know that is Yeti was right there and he was watching. He happened to see the screen. And I actually lost that race too. I lost against Archie Marasco of all people. Dude was fast. Of course, AJ was fast too at that event. But I remember getting there, and Scott's gonna laugh at this. It had been so long since I'd seen people or really talked to a lot of people, and I was so overwhelmed with so many people. Scott comes over to me, and he goes, I brought that body for you. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, body. And he was talking about this one. I know you kind of can't see it because of the whole green screen stuff, but he had painted this body and he had offered it to me because of it's an early production body which didn't quite yeah, you might be right there, Rob. I do believe there was a guy that ended up buying a lot of the club stuff, but I guess the wheelbase is just a little bit off on it or whatever the case was. So it is what it is. It's an amazing body. I'm going to mount it up so that way it looks really nice because, of course, my Rory Anderson Engineering spec chassis is kind of going to get rebuilt, but probably never really see a track again. I want to build some new cars for anything I do. But, yeah, so I do want to do racing. Absolutely. Billy and I have talked about it. There's a couple of races where I'm probably going to race at least one class. And other than that, I'm going to be there to basically do live streaming help and any kind of production stuff like that. Of course, at any opportunity that I have to bring a car with me to a race that I can pack it, I'm down for grudge racing. I'm down for grudge racing.
Yo, Moose.
Yo.
You ready?
I'm always ready.
Todd Saltero's coming in hot right now.
Whoa. I'm coming in hot.
This is all I got. He's not coming in video.
Oh, that's fine.
Here we go.
Here he comes.
Let me get back to cleaning my garage.
Okay.
I am here.
There he is.
He is there. What's up, buddy?
Enjoy.
What
is up, my man?
So for
How
everybody
that's
watching, I think they should be able to. If I can hear you, I think they can hear you. Can I get a?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody can hear you. I got you.
Perfect.
All right. Goodbye.
So everybody that needs to know wants to know. It's the one and only sweetness, Todd Saltero, joining me, and he's joining me because, of course, 5-Star Hobbies, which I want to say thank you very much, Todd, to you and the whole group over there. And I know you're not the head honcho, but you're my you're not my favoriteest dude, quote unquote, but you're my dude. You get what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did I lose
It
you?
makes sense, man.
Okay. So you know what I'm saying? So thanks to you guys for sponsoring my show. That's kind of new
sure.
and exciting. And as I kind of told everybody, I want to do like driver features. Now, Todd and I have talked a lot before, and Todd has talked about what he's done, but only kind of brushed on it. So, Todd, when did you start racing again? What year was it? How old were you?
Like 1989. So I don't even know. I turned 50 this year.
Okay, so for anybody wondering, when Todd started RC drag racing, I was 5.
Yeah. And I did it. I learned how to do it with our good buddy Tim.
Well, that's how you and Tim go way back, and that's how I come to meet you. Is I become friends with Tim and hang out with Tim a lot, and then of course Todd and Tim hang out a lot because they drag race together. And well, it's only natural then that Tim introduces Matt to Todd and Todd to Matt, and now we all hang out.
Yes, sir.
Except Tim went hard retirement.
He went full for golfing retirement.
Yeah. Well, he was a golfer before. We know that anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that Tim hasn't done that he hasn't been good at. So Todd, when you start racing, what's the first race that you win that gets you hook, line, and sinker? Yellow? What happened? I lost Todd. Burr, burr, burr. Ah, KDP, what's up? 84, baby. Yep. Good old 84. Old enough to know better, young enough to still not quite care of the consequences occasionally. That's what I go with anyway. Todd, did I lose you? Are you there, bro? Homie? Dude, bro? Bro? I think I lost Todd. Yep, I lost Todd.
Did you lose him?
Yeah, I think I lost Todd. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's there.
Oh, that was weird.
I'm here. I'm back.
Go figure. Billy comes to check and then you're back.
I went into the Bermuda Triangle.
You mean the bathroom?
I've made it out. I made it out alive.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay, so Todd, I was asking, what was the race that you won that kind of like got you hook, line, and sinker, where you knew this was never going to be not part of your life anymore?
Like 1992, the Miniature Hot Rod Association Winter Nationals. I got second place, and that's when I was just hooked. That was 10 cells, micro switches on Astroflight motors and a fine design chassis. And yeah, it was fun. Like, I knew from then I was hooked.
And that was going to be.
I didn't even win the race. I only got second place.
Well, that's yeah, like that.
And a fine design chassis, and yeah, it was fun. Like, yeah, that was I knew quite a while ago. I was hooked.
And that was going to be.
And I didn't even win the race. I only got second place.
Well, that's yeah, like that.
And a fine design chassis.
Am I the only one hearing that? Is anybody else hearing the replay?
Yeah, that was I knew quite a while. Yeah, I hear the feedback. It ain't for me though.
Okay. I wonder if Billy.
I don't even have it on. I only got second place.
Well, yeah, like that.
Hold on. Stand by.
I'm enjoying it though. It's like, wow, we sound pretty good, John. We sound pretty convincing.
Yeah.
Listen, you knuckleheads.
I don't even have it on. I only got second place.
Well, yeah, like that.
Is it gone?
I think so. Yeah.
I kicked him off. It's because. Hold on. Let me try. Let me get him back. Hold on. It's because my phone. It was.
I am here.
It was my phone. Sorry, my phone was interfering with my Sorry, guys. It's my phone. Just blame me, dude.
I don't. Hey, you know what? Technical difficulties.
I'm gonna tell
live,
everybody.
baby.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell everybody like this. This is how this goes. We're all settling in. This is the first show. It's gonna get better. We'll get it all down.
It's definitely gonna get better.
Hell yeah!
I mean, come on. You got Billy Shaw behind the helm.
Oh God!
You got Matt Shaw on the mic.
Oh
you got
God!
Biggie.
Oh God!
Come on, you got Abel Lips that's gonna do infield and at the track in the pits. Come on.
Wait till you see how we're doing the driver interviews, bro. I'm telling you right now. When you see what Abel's gonna be strapped to his ass.
I saw the camera. He posted a picture of it.
We're gonna have to get him one of those like motorized like coolers or something like that, so he can move around a little easier.
Dude, hey, I know a golf cart guy.
I know too.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. All right, let's try this one more time. Enjoy.
Okay, we're gonna try this again.
All right.
I have to run to the store, so you guys better figure it out.
Okay,
right
yeah,
back.
don't listen. Don't
We're
you
gonna figure this out right now.
We're good. You guys enjoy.
So yeah, I've been doing this, like I said, since 1989. So yeah, 92 when we did the Miniature Hot Rod Association Winter Nationals, and yeah, I've been hooked, man. I've always liked fast RC cars, fast RC boats. I mean, as it stands right now, my boat's still faster than my no prep drag car.
Yeah, I was gonna actually.
So yeah,
I was gonna ask you about your boats because every time you post
yeah,
those damn things, I want a boat. Every time, and I don't need a boat. What happened, Todd?
I can't hear you.
Why can't you? I can hear you just fine. This is terrible. Todd.
Matt,
Todd. Todd. It's broken. Well, that was very entertaining. What I said on my video. Oh,
yeah.
are you there, Todd? We seem to have lost him again. Here we go. Oh my! I can't fix that. My Lanta. What happened?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh. Todd?
Oh,
Hello? Todd Soldero.
I fixed it.
What did you fix?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Okay, well then we fixed it. I don't know
Hello?
what you fixed.
Yo,
What happened? Hello?
I'm here.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Can you hear me now?
Jesus. What are you guys doing?
A Verizon commercial that's not very good?
Jesus.
It just doesn't want to stay connected.
It goes yeah, like he stopped, he couldn't hear me, but I could hear him, and then it went high pitched squeal, and I don't know. Broken. Apparently Todd and I are not supposed to talk.
Well, at least you can look at it like this. At least today's sponsored by 5-Star Hobbies.
Yes. Well, oh, now he can hear.
Yeah,
Can
see? You see how he does that?
Every time you go away.
There you go.
I'm glad you didn't get quite far to the store very quickly. We would have been in trouble.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay right here. We're good. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Well,
All
we'll
right.
try again. Oh
Let's
my
try.
goodness. So MHRA, that was California based because that's where you did a lot of your racing in the early time, right? Is in California, obviously.
Yeah. MHRA, and then RCDR. Stuff kind of faded back and forth. They had a hard time keeping a track after the Colton location closed, and then people disappear and come back and disappear, and then they had a track for a little while in San Bernardino, and that went away, and then more disappear, come back, and that's when the RCDRL popped up in California, and as soon as I saw it, it was on. Back to drag racing, and then lo and behold, we were in it like 6 months, and I see this stupid familiar dude walking around, and I walked up to him, and I'm like, "Are you Tim Smith?" And he goes, "Yeah, how do you know?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm Todd." And it was wild. Like, we hadn't seen each other in years.
It's me, Todd. I'm not so small anymore. I'm taller than you.
I'm not a
The
I'm not
both
a
of you
high school kid
jerks are
anymore.
really tall, though. That's the problem. Like, damn.
Yeah,
I
we're
felt like
both
a
like
midget
6'2".
between the two of you.
And then Tim built a Traxxas funny car, and it was on and cracking. Me and him went at it with our buddy Ron Filkins and lots of other super fast
Good
people
old
in Cali with the
Ron.
Traxxas funny car. Yeah, Lippy Ron. That dude could run a mouth. Let me tell you.
Oh my goodness.
I
He was always a good
love
time.
Ron to death. Yeah, I've known him since he was a little kid. His brother's like one of my best friends. And holy moly, that kid can run his mouth. I love him to death, though.
Yeah.
And now he's grown and he's even better at it. So, yeah, and then the Pro Stock cars came and we started running Pro Stock. And that was really fun.
Well, I remember that
And then,
because I was along for the ride for the pro
yeah,
stock, and that I caught the bug. Like
yeah,
there's no two ways about it. I caught the bug 100%. I was doing it on a parking lot that was basically just getting swept and blown off.
yeah.
I had to do it by myself. I learned a lot through a lot of phone calls, but
Oh yeah.
I
I mean, I mean, it goes back a while. Let's see. I have a what we call a Murphy, so that's the RCDRL equivalent of a Wally, and that's all the way back to 2015. So yeah, I've kind of been doing it a minute now. I walked in the garage just to RCDRL 2015. You know, the oldest plaque I have on my walls from October 25th of '92, the World Finals. So yeah.
jeez.
What it means
So
is I've done it a long time, but in retrospect, it also means I'm older. You know what?
well, but
So
with older age comes great wisdom, my friend.
yeah, I'm such a wise ass. It's not even funny.
Well, yeah, you are. We all are. That's what makes us very entertaining. But let's actually not use the wise. Let's not use the wise ass part of it. Let's use the wise smart part of it in the meantime. And Rob Turney wants to know, do you have any experience with trial and error testing with floating body mounts? I think he's trying to make a one-off set for his beater slash, and he's just wondering if the Exotech rear
Yeah, we.
triangle mount will put the body post too far back from the tower. See, I've never done floating mounts, so like, what are some maybe key elements that you could suggest to people to incorporate into floating body mounts that would work no matter what they're working on?
I mean, right now, floating body mounts have evolved insane to where, like the current set that I run on my 5-star car, we don't even use crossbars. Everything's straight off of the C block or the rear hub. The simpler, the better. You start getting all these connections and screws and hardware, and I mean, you get pinch points and bind points, and it takes a lot of work to get a floating mount dialed in where it works really smooth, all the geometry's correct. Um, the stuff you see like manufacturers like 5-star make and stuff like that, there's a lot of time that goes into them. But my favorite ones are the new ones, the simplest ones we've ever tested or tried, and they work really, really well. And
Do they
one of
work
our
on the
team drivers,
Breakout V2?
yeah, they actually
Okay.
any associated platform.
Ooh.
And yeah, one of our team drivers, Tyler Miller, got to make sure he gets his credit because it was something that he was running, and we kind of took his idea and modified it and made it more of a universal mount, really easy. So when we get these in stock, it'll be, we're looking at the materials is really what's important. And so we're trying to determine what materials we want to use to manufacture them. But it's going to be quick and easy to get floating mounts on your car.
Well, maybe
Not
I'll
a
look
lot of
into them.
parts, and it's going
That's
to be
I'm not gonna lie, that's what steered me away from them. Every time I look at them, they look cool. I know, you know what I mean? Like I know I could just buy the ones that were out previous, but just looking at it going like, that's a lot to add to my car, man. I don't know if I want to put that much extra stuff in my car, man.
Yeah, so we took off a lot of weight with our new floating mount system. And honestly, like we've been hammering on it. And man, this
Well,
weekend,
listen, anything that you tell me that I can run that you've helped develop or tested, I know is probably going to be pretty
it has to be durable,
robust.
pod proof.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
you and Yeti. That's
Yeah.
the one thing. That's the one thing I trust you two guys with, durability testing. Yeti likes to tear
Oh yeah.
up all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
But it works.
My car,
I didn't destroy a chassis because he helped make this thing.
Yeah. No, we were launching my car so hard this weekend that I broke 2 differentials. I broke the gears inside one diff, and then I broke the actual, the I can't think of what it's called. Where the dog bone goes in, the drive cup.
Yep.
I snapped the drive cup in half.
Yeah, that's pretty
Broke
ridiculous.
3 dog bones this weekend. Yeah, I broke 3 dog bones, 2 transmissions, and I spun the hex inside one of the wheels.
I'm glad you'd like to tear stuff up. That's why I don't test it
Dude,
often.
you gotta,
the less I test,
why,
the less chance I have to tear stuff up.
look at my philosophy is throw the wall at it. When everything breaks, just turn it down a bit. Now you know the limit.
I thought it was get to the wall as fast as possible and then figure out actually how to stop right before the wall.
See, there's that whole get to the wall. I just start at the wall and then I start go backwards. Yeah, it's wild how much power I was throwing at the car this weekend. It was just crazy, and I wasn't even sad with all the broken parts. Like, it was such a great test day with all the guys. Like, the Team 5-star that I have to test with and tune with and work with. I'm pretty fortunate, dude. Like, it was for the longest time, it was me and my boy Dave, and we came a long ways. And now with the addition of, Vine, Greer, Taylor Spencer, Tyler Miller, Chris Schwartz, Mario Ruiz, Tony Ariano. Like, all these guys catch really, guys catch really, 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 really hard, right?
Yeah, so for sure.
The whole weekend we were just pushing. We knew a direction we wanted to go, and we just pushed. And by the end of the day, we pushed really hard, and it showed. But now we have a better grasp on the direction we're pushing, and we're going to fix cars this week. And Saturday or Sunday, we're going to pick up where we started off, and we're going to go push. But now we have so much data because we made hundreds of passes, right? We have so much data.
Hundreds of passes. I went out and snowmobiled. That's about all I did.
Oh no, I think I probably laid out 20 or 30 just on my own. It was just nonstop. Clean prep, run, clean prep, run, clean prep, run, clean prep, run, clean prep, run. And that was the same for all of us. There's 7 of us doing the same thing nonstop from 8 in the morning till 4:30 at night.
So it's pretty reasonable to say you guys get very close to like large race condition at the starting line then.
So yeah. So one of my last passes, I had recalibrated my ESC.
Yeah.
And left it on 100.
Oops.
So I left it 100. And it went. And it went about 60 feet until the transmission said no. But it took it, and then I looked at my control. I was like, "Oh, I left it 100." So yeah, just I made a mistake, right?
But mistakes happen. They can.
It was. I got data from that mistake. I got a broken transmission, but it was worth it to me. So
So Todd,
as soon as I got home, every part's ordered, and I'm ready to roll.
Clint Parker wants to know, are you going to be at the Super Nats in October, Texas?
That is so on my list because the Super Nats, RCDRL Super Nats in Texas, is one of the best races any one RC drag racer can go to. Mike Mercadell and his whole RCDRL crew throws a phenomenal race with the schedule's on point. The trophies that are given out, the 3 years I went, are a leather plaque, and they're rad.
Yeah, those sound pretty neat.
There's no money involved, so the stress is way low. The camaraderie is all the way at the top, and it's the best racing you'll ever race. You get guys traveling from all over the country, Puerto Rico, and they're there to race. We're there to race, and it's serious. We're taking it super serious, and the competition's fierce. But yeah, if you guys have a chance to go to the RCDRL Supernat, just know the trophy's awesome. The people that you'll surround yourself are amazing. He has a meet and greet the night before that's really cool. And the last time I was there, they had a big old pit barbecue out there, and you got yourself some real Texas barbecue. And it's a damn good time.
Sounds like
So,
it.
yes,
So
I'm
I was gonna say, so that sounds like a yes.
Yes, it is on the schedule.
It has been penciled into
The only thing
Todd's
that would
racing
change that is
schedule.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would give up a big NPRC race to go to that if I had to choose. You know.
Yeah, I could totally
All day,
see that.
if I had to
I
choose.
understand it.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
KDP
it's
has a
just
question
so much
for you.
fun. What's
Wants
up?
to know that
Let's hear.
prep is such a big thing now. What is your process for tire prep? And they're asking from the bag, clean condition, etc. How do you change it up from
So
different weather and traction? And hang on. And what do you suggest for the new people coming into the game?
So let's start off with my process. My process starts this morning, Monday morning. I know I'm testing, so I already pulled all my tires out. Tires that I use are visually inspected. If they're coming off, I re-glue them, and then I start conditioning. I condition my tires probably every single morning for a week until I run. I don't put them in bags. I just lay them out. So
I kind of seen that
look at my
photo
garage.
you put up.
Yeah, so I have rings. There's hundreds of rings, like
All over your
condition
floor.
rings all over my garage. Yeah. So I start conditioning my tires, and then they're organized by silver, gold, red, different wheels, different offsets, air, no air. And then I just go to the track, and my process is live action. I prefer grape if I'm using live action grape if I'm using my red. If I'm using gold, I'll use watermelon live action. And if I'm running my silvers, I'll use the black live action. So I'll use a heavier strength live action for a harder compound tire. And then so I coat my tires with live action. I heat them with my hot band, and then I add my get stuck to it. I probably put, depending on the track or the surface or the temperature, I'll add more or less of the get stuck.
You use the same process. You basically told me that's the same process you were using when I was with you in Oklahoma.
Yep, same process. Nothing's really changed. And then this weekend though, I used a lot of the spider spunk. Woo-wee.
Now, isn't that developed really for like a green track? Like for like if you're going to a spot that to me, it sounds like it's something that I would really should have. Cause like if I'm going to go out and test, I need something that's going to like build up quick so I can actually get in some real test hits in a similar.
I'm going to be 100%, dude. I'm going to be 100% honest.
Okay.
Everybody should have should have that product because you can take it to any road. 4 or 5 passes, like let's say you have a group of 4 guys, right? And everybody makes maybe 3, 4, 5 passes on that. You can just, that road is like dialed. Just switch to whatever other prep you want to run. I made 4 or 5 passes with that. The road came around really fast. And then I just went to my regular process of get stuck. And, I clean with either naphtha or non-chlorinated brake cleaner. And then live action, heat, and a couple coats of either get stuck or the spider spunk. And it is just money, like stupid traction.
Yes, that's
and
right. He did say spider spunk.
Yeah, I don't even have the best traction on the team. If you want to talk about wild traction, like my dude Frank Greer is insane. Like when his car does the burnout, I swear it chirps so hard it's like angry chihuahuas. It's like I'm afraid he's gonna break parts just doing a burnout. But I like my process. I use my process. and it just works. I mean, so here's the newcomer advice for a newcomer. The advice is it's dirty, it's time consuming, it can be costly, but when you pull that trigger and that car goes A to B with the assist of good traction, because how much power we're putting out these days, you need traction, right? So to take full advantage, you got to have good traction, good prep, good tires, you know, the whole, it's a whole package, right? But all that time, effort, and money that you put in cannot buy the smile on your face when you make an A to B run and you look at your time slip or you look at your GNSS and you just hit a new PB. And for about 30 seconds, you're jacked out of your mind because you hit your personal best. By the time you get back to your table, now your grind is to beat your personal best. And you're back in the lab.
Yep.
So, you know, the glory is short with drag cars. You're constantly trying to beat yourself, you know?
Well, I think that's also part of it is like, you know, it's always great to beat the guy in the lane beside you, but I want to beat myself every time I'm up there. I want to go faster than I did the last time. And if I do that, even when I lose, I've still won.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, that's always been my mindset. And I know, obviously, I never think about the pot of money, Todd. I never really do. I don't put a lot of thought into it. I know it's a lot of money, but you get what I mean? Like, I never fathom, even if somehow like a golden horseshoe ends up shoved so far up, then you know what I'm saying? Like, I just never, it just doesn't ever occur to me that there's that kind of gravity to it. So I never think about it ever when I'm up the line.
So that's amazing because that's exactly how I think. I don't go to these races thinking I'm winning 20K today. I'm getting paid, son. You know, it's like football, man. It's anybody's day, right? There's no guarantees in drag racing. If you go to these races solely to win money, you're going to.
Well, I think some people do.
You're going to understand what continual disappointment feels like.
Yeah.
Because lose out. You lose out on all the fun. You lose out on the camaraderie. You lose out on people who are just amazing because you're so worried and so tied up about, I need to win money. I need to win money. If you need money that bad, my piece of advice for you, it's really simple. Get a job. Then you have constant money come in, and then you
shouldn't have
like
built a $2,500 drag car and then thought you were going to win $30K next weekend.
Bro, I win every Friday. When my paycheck hits, I'm like, woo, I won. But
but you live in Arizona. They don't take taxes off of your paychecks.
Oh yeah, they take taxes. It's low though.
Yeah, I should rephrase that. Not in the way my government takes taxes.
No, but hold on. There's a difference. You get to go to the doctor and your health care's covered, right?
Yeah, but
we have to pay. Just like there's buts in everything. So for us, but I may not have to pay taxes, but you know, I pay a lot in healthcare.
We may have a thing called universal healthcare, but I'll tell you, for the amount of times that I've had to wait 8-10 months to see a specialist and then told, oh, by the way, you got to travel 8 hours away from your home to see the specialist.
That is part of it. Yes.
Yeah. There are moments when I'd rather be privatized, but at the same time, here it's a double-edged sword in Canada, Todd. I'll be honest with you. If we didn't have universal healthcare, the amount of people that would go to the emergency room would drastically be reduced because they'd stop going because they have a sniffle. We get a lot of people in Ontario that flood the healthcare system because they got a sniffle, and it's like, how down?
Oh yeah, trust me, it's abused everywhere, but you know, it's all relevant. Yeah,
I'm just gonna come retire down there and not worry about taxes at all because I'm just gonna be retired down there. And then
Yeah.
Todd and I can hang out whenever we want and race RC
And then we
cars
could
or not. Or
we could harass Tim Smith and drive past his house and TP
oh
his house
man,
at
that'd
like
be
70. Like just a couple old ass dudes TP Tim Smith's house like with canes and
no.
walkers
You and I
shit.
should get really good at flying drones so we can just go mess them.
Huh. So
How's your pool, Tim? That's terrible. I feel bad. But if I get to do that in retirement, I've made it. I've made it.
Hold on. If you even just get to retire, if any of us just get to retire,
yeah, don't jinx it.
You know? Life
If
is
you
crazy,
need money,
bro.
don't get into this.
Yeah, don't get into this. This isn't about money. This is about fun.
KDP did say thank you very much. She appreciates your answer to the question, but she did ask Lee, how do you determine compound, heat, grooves, etc.?
Temperature. Seriously. Temperature, you know, if it's really hot, I might move to a different compound. If it's cold, I'm going to change compounds, you know. It just all depends. I start with a base compound kind of in between the two. So I usually go to a gold. If a gold works, then I run it. If the gold doesn't work, depending on temperature, I'll move up or down. And then it's like, okay, then I even have the same tires with different foams in it because it does different stuff. I have the same tires on air because that does something different. So, you know, it all depends. How sticky is the track? Temperature.
Yeah, I realize that you have like a whole, and it's not just you. There's a lot of guys that have a whole like method to tires, and then you got a guy like me. It's just like, give me one set. I got this whole weekend.
Yeah, and I'm not sponsored, right? So tires for me is just like anybody else getting tires, you know.
Yeah,
Right now my box is Voodoo, and that's pretty much what I've been running. And it's a great tire. I have the 3 compounds I can get, and just like anybody else, I wait for the pre-orders. I get my 2 sets of each, and I don't buy them online because I'm not going to support, you know, guys spending or trying to sell a $47 tire for $300. I'm not going to support it.
Yeah, so, I don't blame you there.
I would rather do without. I would rather do without and try to make something else work if I don't have any Voodoos left. But you know, I have enough tires, and I have some new ones. So I'm very cautious with my tires. Like if I strip a hex, I'll put them in acetone. I'll switch wheels so I can continue to use the tire. I mean, they work. They're hard to get, but they work. And so just like anybody else, you there?
Leo Getz says people still run air.
Yeah, you're missing out if you ain't on air, Leo. People still run air.
All right.
Don't sleep on air, Leo.
KDP has another follow-up. What about those that only have one compound? Say I only have reds. Is there a different prep procedure or for the different tracks or heat ratios? Can you make one compound work if you're that kind of budget racer?
Yeah.
Because I never thought about that, Todd. Like I buy a couple sets of tires, but I always buy the same compound because I'm kind of determined that that's what I'm running when I go, period.
You know, the only reason I buy all the compounds is so I have just as many tires as I can get. And I know, well, it's just having, you know, the amount I test, I need quantity, right? And I know that I can condition tires with like I can take a set of silvers, condition them with a heavy conditioner like the Live Action Black, and I can change the shore rating or with a durometer that you can physically see it to where they're money. So I know I've learned how to work with what I have, right?
Right.
So you can
wider, narrow wheels
on
air.
I do DE wheels, man. I'm cheap. Once again, it comes to a costing for me. For one, I love the offset of the DE wheels. I like the dish look. They're very strong wheels. This was the first one I've stripped out of several sets, and it's $19 for 4 wheels.
Yeah, that's
So
when you're doing the kind of numbers of what you're doing, as far as like how much testing you're doing, how much, you know what I mean? Like that's got to be a factor into what you're doing. And I've ran DE wheels in the past and off road. They are great. I've never had an issue with them.
No, the DE wheels are great, and I just hold on 1 second. My kid, he's crazy.
No
He's trying
problem.
to go outside with no. I'm out here with a sweater.
I have a ton of DE wheels sold. Yeah, has it been chilly or something down there? I hear a bunch of complaining about terrible weather or cold weather. Or...
Yeah, it's like 50 something, 60 something right now. I'm cold. So, but yeah, the
I'd
DE's
probably
a good
still
wheel,
be
man.
wearing jogging pants and a sweater in the 60s. I won't lie.
Oh, no, I'm in a hoodie right now and pants. So, but yeah, DE's a great option. They have good offsets. You can use like the low-C offset to narrow your car up. They have the associated offset. So it's a great wheel, even to tune with. It's a great wheel. And it's super durable.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't had issues with that yet. Well, what is that?
No.
I got to stay off the Facebook right now.
And tires, there's a lot of, manufacturers making tires right now. Dragworks just dropped a bunch of tires. Cyril has a new tire.
Yeah, and I believe he does have. Yeah, Rob, you can run air or foam with the tires and rims, the Cyril ones. What's up, Rich?
And what's cool about him is
what's up, Alan?
Smart dude.
Dallas was frozen. That's what I was hearing about it last week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dallas was frozen.
Yeah, I heard.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options for guys. It's no longer.
Billy's saying he's 3 miles from you and it's 78, and you're saying it's 60. You need to get your temperature calibrated.
It's not. There's no way 78. I'm looking right now. Let's look. It's 63 in Chandler. See? It's 63. Tell him his freaking temperature thing is broken.
Broken?
Broken. I mean, 63, we lose a couple more degrees and the Iditaron's going to go through here.
The great weather debate of 2023.
The great weather debate.
So, Rich Burchill wants to know, Alabama's going to be cold. What tire would you go with if you're going to Alabama?
If I was going to Alabama?
Yes.
I'd probably, once again, I'd start on my golds and try different foam compounds. I always start on my golds. It's just a universally great tire for me. And then if traction becomes an issue and I need a firmer tire, I'll go to a silver. And if I need something a little bit softer because I'm just not making the traction I need, I'll go to a red.
Okay, so enlighten me, because I don't know. In the Voodoo compounds, what's the soft, medium, hard, like what? See, I don't know.
So
it's all gibberish.
Red is the softest. Red soft, gold, then silver, and then they used to have blue and green. I don't think they really make the blue and green anymore.
Okay.
So what you're going to see is reds for soft, gold for medium, and silver for their firmer compound, which silver is money too.
I was just going to say they're
conditioning program
hard compound with big air quotations as I say hard.
You ran the silvers at Oklahoma.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They were great. I had no idea. I just did what you said. Do this, do that, run. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I did. They worked.
Well-conditioned
I handed you back tires at the end of the weekend. It was great.
Yeah, and I still, what's funny is I still run those. Those are still in my box, and I still make passes on them.
That's awesome. Well, I managed a 191 on them, so they definitely worked.
Yeah, they have
That's
been a
on
lot
2
faster
pole.
than that now.
Everybody's probably, I know, and that's on 2 pole, like probably my 4th or 5th hit on the car. Simmer.
Yeah.
I'm still a very, very, we'll call me a drag racing. No, I don't want to say that word. I'm an intermediate class.
Listen, there's still a lot of people across the country that are running 2.0s and they're busting their butt and they're learning, and just because some of us have gone faster than or can go faster than that doesn't mean anything, man. There's people out there putting in work all day long with different ESCs and different cars and different chassis and different setups. I mean, there's this one dude I know that I raced. I was a hobby enthusiast on the boat side with, Josh Chesna. Dude is super cool, and the kid grinds hard, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great to see how much effort on sub twos, and he's been at it for a couple of years. And I message him and I'll shoot him a tune or I'll shoot him something. And here's the hard part: is like I could give you the whole tune out of my car. For one, you got to know how to apply it, and two, your car's probably not set up like mine. It's like everyone's like, "Oh, what's your shock oil?" Here's the hard one: what's your shock oil? What spring are you running? Okay, well, what piston are you running? Got to know the piston.
Yeah, that's important. It's all important.
Shock tower. Yeah, what hole on the shock tower? What hole on the arm? Like there's more to what your FDR. Like okay.
So you want to know what I do with off-road racing when a buddy of mine sends me what he's running for a shock package? Because like we're racing on carpet off-road. Pretty much if it's an associated car, the shock packages, because I run my car very similar to his, it'll be good. Well, sometimes I won't have the right fluid or the right piston, so I'll just change it and then change the fluid viscosity to hopefully match. And he looks at me sometimes and goes, "It doesn't work that way." And then he'll look at my shock and he'll just look back at me and go, "Are you lying?" No, educated guess at best. That's it. To me, it only makes sense. If you're telling me to run 42.5 with a 1.6, well, I have a 1.6, but I only have I have a 1.7, a 1.8 because I only have 45 weight. Well, let me go to a 1.7 and I'll split the difference. Rob wanted to know the tire slap. I'm sure many people have heard it. That nice sound. Oh, I think we just lost him. I lost Todd. He's gone. I don't know, Todd. Rob, to tell you the truth, I'd be interested to know. Maybe we'll ask Todd some other time. But I was going to try and wrap it up with him. I won't lie. We've went a long time, and I want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us. I'm not going to lie. My first show. What we're going to try and do, though, going forward is, like I said, we're going to feature some racers. We're going to, of course, do live Q&As. And then I can go back and I can tell stories from races that I've been to. Because I know people do enjoy my storytelling sometimes, occasionally. And I got a couple of good ones. I really do. There's lots of races that I've went to. Lots of traveling I've done. Yeah. We did lose Todd. But that's good. Oh, I hear you, Rob. See, that's the thing. I try not to use the GNSS when I go out. I try not, like, I know you need it to kind of gather data and really make your time out there worth it, but I don't. I hear you, Rob. See, that's the thing. I try not. Oh, I can hear myself again faintly in the background. More comments. Blah blah blah, Biggie. Yeah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. But I kind of feel bad I lost Todd, man. That sucks. I want to say thanks, 5-star, Jared, everybody, Kyle, all of the awesome people that I've met at. I hear the fumbling of the. I hear the. I got it.
You know why you hear? You know why you hear the fumbling?
Why?
Give me a second, dude. Hold on. I was working in my garage. Hold on. Let me
But
flip
I like
these.
teasing. I don't
I'm going to
care.
flip these
I think it's
cameras
great.
because you're going to see what the hell I got going on,
it's
dude.
live.
Remember when I started the show, how nice and clean my my table
Okay,
was?
but this is how this works, though. Anytime you redo an area or clean, you make a bigger mess before anything looks better.
Look at my
The hell
look at-
happened?
brother. I got my go. I'm leaving, dude. I'm going on vacation. Look, I'm cleaning my. Look, I take 3 GoPros. I take 2 drones. I take all
I gave
my.
up on my GoPro, man. It kept freezing on me.
Your GoPro did?
Yeah.
What is it? A GoPro 3?
No, it's like it's one of the fucking 360. Like it's a good one.
What number is it?
I don't know.
I love my GoPro.
I do. Don't get me wrong. Just let's put it this way: it's new enough that it uses those kind of batteries.
Let me see.
Just those little dingly doos.
hang
It's
on a
the 360.
Let me see. Oh, it's the
Deal.
361. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't use those, dude.
It works great, but what I've had is like it'll record and then occasionally it'll just freeze while in the middle of recording.
Yeah, see, I don't. Those are too expensive for my blood.
I figured I'd buy the 360 and have the advantage of the 360 camera, but it turned out that I should have just probably bought the Hero 8 or whatever was out at the time. You live and learn.
Yes, you do. All right, what's going on? I haven't been.
We
paying
lost Todd
attention.
briefly.
That's all good, dude.
I tried to.
dude. It's hard. Sometimes when you do this stuff live, dude, it's.
Well, and it's very new to me looking at that because usually I don't do any kind of like a show at all when I'm live streaming. Anytime I've live streamed, it's always because I'm building. And I'm going to save a lot of people time and headaches on those building live streams because, yes, I'm going to come on and still do my Mic'd Up Mondays with Moose. But what I'm going to offer for you guys is to be able to actually, like, in a separate corner, show you the time lapse of a big chunk of the build and only kind of as we're finishing it. So everybody kind of gets to see the end result versus
I love it.
Hang out for 6 hours. And because I'm a rambler, I'm a talker. I don't build anything quick. Everything takes me a little bit of time. But I'm kind of excited to share that with everybody. And yeah, the questions and the comments, man, this has been so like, wait, hang on. I'll give you 100 for your 360. Biggie, you got to be on glue.
Listen to me. Hold on.
You're on glue.
Hey, no. You tell Biggie.
Mute.
You tell Biggie.
Mute.
Go away. Because he's hitting me up for Biggie. So Biggie's hitting me up for cameras too.
Homie, this is more than $100.
Alan Torikawa's in the
I got
house.
one for
What's up?
$100. I'll tell you. It ain't gonna be my 360 though.
Listen, man. Listen. If Biggie wants $100, hold on. Let me see.
I got a $100 action camera for him. It ain't a GoPro.
Hold on. Let me see him. GoPro 11, GoPro 10, GoPro 9. Biggie, I think I got a GoPro 2 you can have for $100.
I got a Hero 3 you can have for.
Hero 3, is that still a thing?
No, that's so bad. I don't even know why I own it.
Alan Torikawa is in the house. What's up, dude? How are you? Moose's Magic. Okay. KDP's liking the show. I love it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Where are we going,
I really
Billy?
do.
Where am I
It
going,
was great.
brother?
You know, I'm
Where
super
am I-
excited.
wait,
Everybody hung out.
Let me catch up with some of these goddamn.
We were talking all kinds
What was
of
Leo
tires.
Getz? I saw Leo Getz. What was he saying? Where are we going?
Oh,
Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to Rotan, Honduras, my friend.
Honduras.
I'm out of here. Foster Yates is going to meet me down there next Sunday. And, brother, it's on. Look at my camera's crooked. I got shit everywhere.
Hey, man, but you're getting stuff done. That's what's got to happen.
Yeah. Speaking of that, okay. Good stuff. Yeah, I heard it.
So
yeah,
far.
Listen.
I rambled a little bit.
Rambling's okay. But everybody has to understand something. Hey, Matt, do not take this the wrong way. I'm going to say it right now. Okay. Remember the first day you went to kindergarten? It was tough, right? You had to deal with the teacher. It was kind of tough, man. You had to get acclimated with the teacher.
First day of kindergarten, really?
Yeah, but hold on. There's a story behind this. But then when you left that door, so you're in kindergarten all day, and you talked and you learned and you hung out with all the different people.
Like
when I left kindergarten, I went straight. I went straight into high school.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I'm pretty sure
Leo.
I probably spent time in the principal's office the first day of school in kindergarten. To be honest with you,
no, I've been there, done that. But listen, I don't know how it. Did you? Well, let me ask you a question. I didn't ask you this when we first started this. Were you born in Canada?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay, cool. So Did you guys when you were growing up? That light is bright, bro. I know I'm glowing right now. Look at this.
Yeah. You're almost.
I'm glowing.
It looks like it's a shiny pink.
Yeah, it's because that light is so bright. I had it off, dude, because I was cleaning. But listen, when you when I ask you, you were born in Canada, right?
Yep.
When you were growing up and going through like junior high or high school, I don't know if that's how it was there, but did they have the paddles when they I'm watching 2.5 Men too, when they give you a spanking, did they have a wooden paddle?
They weren't allowed to do that,
bro. Listen to me. Hey, I decided I was in junior high. I'll tell you guys a quick story. Junior high, I decided to take a wood class. It was Mr. Hopkins. I remember the guy's name. It was the best day ever, man. You go to wood class, right? So Mr. Hopkins, cool as ice, right? All right, guys, and he would always look at you, Matt, and this is how he would tell you to come to him. He would look you in your eyes. He would go, "Come here, boy," right? So listen. So the first day, everybody's still talking about voodoos. Sorry, man, I'm out of here. Hey, the first day. He goes, all right, everybody, we're going to make paddles. We're going to make these cool paddles, man. Sweet, man. You can put holes in them. You can do whatever you want. And whoever makes the best paddle wins. All right, cool, man. I'm going to make me a paddle. 8th grade, right? I did not make the best paddle, but the best paddle that won spanked my ass. I'll always remember Mr. Hopkins, dude. Come here, boy. All right. Well, listen, man. Good stuff, Matt.
Hang on, I got to answer a question.
Yeah, go. You got time.
Rich,
you got time, dude.
So, Rich, you want to know the tires that I ran. So I've ran the Pro Line Blues like pretty much a lot of people do. They're, to me, a great overall tire that you can run anywhere, anytime, almost any power limit, in my opinion. Right now, I have the Cyril 3D tires. Fronts and rears are kind of what I've been running on. They were good to me in Tennessee. I've got a brand new set and that set that I ran in Tennessee that I kind of plan to do any racing on that I do this season until I need to replace them, to be honest with you. So that's what I went with for tires. I feel like affordability wise on tires, you're almost at the same dollar amount no matter where you go, as long as you kind of get them when they're available. And I know a lot of people hate the pre-order system, but it is what it is. If you get in on it, the tires are the same price as buying any other competitor's tire, in my opinion. It's not a huge difference. Don't buy them from the guys that are selling them afterwards, and you solve the problem of guys getting $150, $200 set of tire. Tell them to pack sand and keep the tires they bought. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. That's it.
Next time we get Todd on, we'll make sure that he's his cell service is good. He's not in.
It happens. Him and I have had we usually do Facebook calls, whether it's video or audio, and sometimes he goes into dead zones in his house. He'll be walking, and then it'll just be Todd
gone.
Doing the whole Frozen thing. It's bro.
You know what? I live in a twilight zone right here. I have no phone service, bro. It's stupid.
It's kind of weird.
Yes, sir.
It depends. Yeah, you're not wrong. I have one bar sitting in my house of cell service, so it says a lot. A lot. But Billy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Man. Nprctv, the fans, the people. Thank you. The team.
Yep.
Biggie, KDP, Erica, Abel. Who did I miss? There's somebody else in there.
You missed me and my wife.
Well, Billy and Wendy. Yeah, you guys don't count.
I'm just kidding with you, dude. No, bro, I'm kidding with you. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what's funny is at the beginning of the show, I was telling everybody that you're all going to meet the whole crew. Now, when I tell you the whole crew, I didn't get to finish at the beginning. KDP, Erica, Cece, those girls are part of the crew because they're going to help me out, help Foster and me when we do our race. To be continued on that.
Oh,
but we named them all off, man. Me, Wendy, Foster Yates, Biggie Paul, Matt Howson, Abel Lips. Help me out, bro. KDP, Erica Del Grazo.
I covered a bunch of them. You only had to fill in the
somebody.
ones I missed.
Wait, who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. There's 9. Me, Wendy, Foster Yates.
Hold on.
Biggie Paul, Matt Howson. Oh, Tony Ariano. Jesus.
You just added Tony and you added
Tony.
You've added a bunch of us so quickly.
We have 9 Nprctv crew. I might get one more just so I could do like this, Matt.
Oh, you see 10 of them?
The driver, right? Thanks, Leo. Ryan Clay, what's up, dude? Ryan just joined us. They're the boss. Of course they count. I don't even know what they're talking, dude. Todd said there was much an awesome show. Yeah. Todd's good to go, man. Anytime Todd comes on the show. I didn't know you were doing is it MB? Wait, what is it?
MBM, yeah.
MBM. I
podcast.
didn't know Yeti B joined you.
Yeah, I had asked him. So I had been doing them kind of on my own for a while, and like they were few and far in between because like it's really hard to talk to yourself. It really is.
Dude. All day. I can talk to myself all day long, dude.
But I'm a conversationalist in the sense of like I like to kind of bounce back and forth between people. I don't mind, being the center talker, but I can't do it for extended periods of time because my brain just goes in a million places. So having conversations with people kind of keeps my brain coming back to the conversation and kind of keeps it fresher for me.
Yeah.
But Yeti and I had been talking a lot, and Yeti was really the biggest reason why I kind of came full force back into racing in general, because I had kind of let a lot of it sit and go away because the whole pandemic thing shut us down in Canada, severely shut us down in Canada. So I wasn't able to even go across into Michigan and race with my friends when they were all back racing because we still couldn't cross. Right.
That's right. You couldn't come across. That's right.
No, I'd really given up a lot of hope because yes, there's a local presence of RC, which there're just a lot of bashers and stuff like that. And I'm sure if we ever went to a school where there was enough room and I brought one of my NPRC cars, it would, there's enough guys that are into it enough. They'd build cars, but they would never travel. Right. It'll just be a local little thing, maybe 5-6 guys at most. So Yeti just, he'd really brought something back for me. And I felt like it was an opportunity because, him and I like to talk about it. He tests a ton. He's like a Todd.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. He is constantly testing, testing. Cool. And the big thing is this is kind of his first forage into RC, like RC drag racing and RC in general. He was not an RC hobbyist prior to NPRC drag racing. So Yeti's experience is very centered around it. So he's tore up a lot of stuff learning the process, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I asked him to join me as a co-host, and, we do shows here and there. We actually we're due to do another show. I was kind of waiting to get this done, and then we could hit the studio and kind of talk about it and,
cool.
The next steps and everything like that for the podcast. Cause I plan to keep it going. I don't really know which direction. I want to do something with it that's still really good for the hobby, right?
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of informational podcasts out there now and stuff like that. So I'm kind of trying to figure out which way I can mold it to, best suit everything. What we do here, what I'm doing there, and man, the support from everybody, man. Thank you. Like it's
it
so
all
awesome.
Mix it all together, dude, and stir
the Ryan
pot.
Clay.
Stir the pot, so to speak.
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Ryan Clay is in the house. What's up, Biggie? Go to bed, Biggie. I got you covered, dude. Stop messaging me.
Biggie, can't
Don
you
Maudlin's
see?
in the house. Brad Waltrip. Cool, man. Well, listen. All right, today was the debut of the.
We survived it.
Here I am trying.
We didn't break the internet too
I'm
bad.
trying to be all sly. Today
cool.
was the debut of the Matt Howson Mic'd Up Mondays with the Moose. Every Monday, 4:30 Arizona time, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time until the
time change.
Yeah. You guys, here's what I would do if I were you. I have nothing to do with this show, but I'm calling all outlaw/pro drivers. Reach out to Matt Howson. Give him some topics. Give him something you want to talk about.
Yeah. If you guys want to even give me topics and have me go on, like do a live where I just kind of say my piece and my opinion piece on a topic, we can do that too. We can.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah. I'm down. I'm down to entertain you guys in whichever way you want to hear me flap my lips.
I'll tell you like this. Here's you know me. Yeah, well, you'll get to know me more, Matt, when I get to talking and how I twist. I like to twist stuff. If you listen, I did this for you. We did this for you. So take advantage of it. You guys want to talk about tires? Reach out to Matt. Hey, Matt, let's do a tire show. Hey, Matt, you guys, I put everything in your lap because on Mondays, I'm not coming on Mondays. It's all you.
I don't mind that.
It's all you. No, I don't. I'm not you. I'm talking to them. I'm talking to the
thems?
people. Yeah, okay, I'm talking to the people. You're.
I'm one of the people too.
The people that are going to come watch you is who I'm talking to.
I watch myself the whole time I'm here. I'm definitely one of the people.
That's what we'll do, dude.
I got to listen to myself the whole time too. It's ridiculous.
We'll just
I have to be at every one of these things.
Yeah, at 4:30 on Fridays, Arizona time, and 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's mic'd up Mondays with Moose.
Ooh, Tony,
yeah,
chassis rule.
Ooh,
oh,
that's good. See,
like I said, I'm in.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about.
I'm even in to have like round table situations where we get a couple of other people in and we kind of toss the topic around the table.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to talk about the rules on Friday. I couldn't because
there was a situation that developed.
Wait a second. The people that were going to come on with me, they couldn't come on.
Yeah.
Jared was in a plane.
They were unavailable.
Hold on. Jared Mills was in a plane, or he was going to come on. He texted me early. He goes, Billy, I can't because of the airplane. Tommy Burgess, he calls me up and says, Billy, I can't make it, man. I got to work. I'm like, Tommy, dude, it's no big deal. He said, Tommy Burgess said something like this. My boss at work is wanting me to do something that I don't want to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I said, Tommy, who cares? No problem. We'll do it another time. My battery's dying. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Low battery. You got to hit the button. Hey, Apple, can we fix that, please? Can we stop when we're using an application or doing something, come up with a low battery warning? Are we serious? Yes. Serious right now, Apple?
Leave me alone. Listen,
let my device die if I'm live streaming. I don't need to know it's got 20% battery left.
I know, right? Stop telling me, Apple. So anyway, that's why I didn't do the rules, because the two gentlemen that I was going to do it with me, they couldn't, and Matthew was getting ready to go up the next day, hang out with his son. So I said, you know what? We'll do it another time. That's all. That's the only thing that happened. It's called I Have a Life.
It happens. People can't make it. I could have answered the questions about it, but I was not agreeing on everything that the rule became. But for the overall picture of it, I absolutely support the rule. So that's why I didn't want to exactly be the guy to field a lot of the questions. Tommy was an amazing voice for it. Yep. The reality is this, short and sweet of it, is it wouldn't be a rule that both teams came to agreement on if it didn't need to be there. It's to level the playing field. It's to stop having guys with 8 or 9 cars go to these races when a privateer can only show up with 1 car. It's to dissuade having 10 cars in the back. It's to dissuade somebody handing a super fast car to somebody else to continue to go rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds. I don't like it because in my scenario in Tennessee, I would have been out after crashing my car. I took all my electronics and everything and put it in a friend of mine's car and only ran his chassis, literally his chassis. I ran my tires, my speed control, motor, the whole 9. The servo we didn't change because we're both sponsored by MKS, so we ran MKS servo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah,
right. But I understand the rule and I support it. It needed to be there, and I get that some of you guys don't like rules. I get it, 100%.
Hey,
I hear you, but it is. It's
hey.
there.
So I'll give you my take. Fine, ready? I'll give you my take on the rule. Are you ready?
Yes,
and
I want to hear it.
This is my opinion, and my opinion only. Only. I can have my opinion. You can't tell me that I can have my opinion. So this is my opinion on the rule. Somebody called me.
We know what opinions are like, Billy, and everybody has one.
Exactly.
We necessarily don't all want to hear from them or see them.
Well, you're going to hear my opinion.
It happens.
And then we're going to talk about Tommy Burgess's boss. So here's the deal. So Here's the deal.
Careful.
No, I'm never careful. Here's the deal. I got a phone call. Matt, when did you guys announce the rule? Wednesday or Thursday?
I don't remember.
It was Wednesday.
I was busy working, I feel like.
Sorry, it was Thursday. I got a phone call, I believe, after the show, Wednesday or Tuesday. I forgot. From a gentleman. He said, hey, what is your take on this rule? Now, I'm going to tell you remember, I don't race, guys. I don't sit and practice and race. I don't race. I'm telling it to you on my.
Billy is a broadcaster.
Correct. I'm not even I'm just a dude on a mic, dude. They got it behind us 2 years ago, and now look at us.
You're broadcasting. You're a broadcaster.
All I'm saying is I like it, and I'm going to tell you why. Oh, ow! People throwing tomatoes in that means
Billy Broadcaster Shaw.
Billy Broadcaster Shaw telling you the rule. I like the rule. When they
Here's
called
the deal.
When they called me and explained it to me, I liked it. Let me tell you why. It keeps everybody honest. So there's two parts of this. Because I don't race, and I look at it a different way than maybe you guys do, but I look at it like this. We're at a race, Arizona. We have $50,000 on the line. We're getting ready to go race, okay? Foster and me are getting ready to pound it out. We're going to commentate. We're going to call the last race for $50K. Matthew Howson is over in his pits, and we'll use Todd Soltero. Todd Soltero's in his pits. Okay,
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. You want to borrow this chassis?
Take this Fury. It's going to be fast.
Take this Fury. It's doing really good. I know I didn't make it as far as you did, but I think you're going to do better with this chassis. Guess
I might have
what?
went out in the 3rd round. And you're in the 6th round, but I feel like you should take my car.
Something happened. Matthew Howson won the race, but it wasn't the car that he started with.
No
problem.
Somebody
Hold on.
else's.
Right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm going to go hook my
hold on.
boy up, Todd,
Let
with
me
a couple
finish.
$1,000.
Let me
You're gonna be
finish.
going away grinning.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Todd Soltero finds out. 2 days later. Guess what just happened? The
They
internet.
made a rule because I lent you my car. What the fuck?
The internet goes crazy, and everybody wants to complain about this rule. It's just my opinion. There's a lot of money on the line, okay? If you can afford 12 cars, good for you.
Yeah, awesome. You're
If
awesome.
you can only afford one car, even better. Okay?
Well, I wouldn't say better.
I like the rule. I like the rule. That's me, Matt. That's my opinion, dude.
I agree with it though, in the sense of like now it's putting a limitation number on the amount of cars a racer can register to race with, and that's 2.
Yeah.
End of story.
Okay.
There was we even had a conversation about the whole like what if there's double entry? What if there's 2 brackets? No, 2 cars per racer. There's no now. See, I'm not even going to talk about it. This is where I ask 1,000,001 questions, right? And I don't feel we maybe asked enough questions about it. Well, what happens if anyway? Nope, I'm not going to ask the question.
Be careful.
I'm not. Nope, I'm not going to ask a question. It's going to be another pot stir. We'll save that for another live.
Listen. I'll tell you like this.
Tell it.
I don't like rules either. There should be 3 rules. Voltage, right? You listening to me? Weight. Are you listening, Matt?
Yeah.
And cover your tires. That's it. Send it.
I dare you to have a class that those are the only 3 rules for.
That's it. I'm going to start a new class. It's called it's called the Matthew Howson.
No.
We're starting a new class. It's the Matthew Howson Mic'd Up Mondays class. And you can run, there's 3 rules. Battery, voltage.
No, we're going to call it the BS class.
I like that. I like when people use my initials because it stands for multiple things.
Oh, but that is funny. I used to have a customer her initials are FU.
Oh, really?
Yes. And she was proud of it. She was always, I love my initials. I'm like, oh yeah, why is that? She goes, because it's FU. And I'm like, well, all right.
Hey, you can call Pandora and tell her to close. The MUM class, the MUM class. There you go. Yeah. Messed up mother beep. Anyway, that's just my opinion. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. That's all I got for you, man.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody has to like your opinion.
Correct.
You're entitled to it.
You know what's funny? When I was, here's
Don't
the funny part.
chastise somebody for having one either, and don't
Hey,
beat somebody down to
no.
just accept your opinion as the way.
Negative. I will never do that.
We're not the Mandalorians. This is not the way.
I don't like Star Wars either.
Well, fair enough. I don't blame you. Some people don't. Some people do. But I'm just gonna say bye, everybody. And 'cause if not, I'll just keep talking and flapping back and forth with you.
No, it's
next
over.
thing we know, they'll be telling us we've been broadcasting for too long and shutting our live streams off, and then we'll be just looking at each other like, "What the hell just happened?"
2 hours and 35
packing
minutes.
Your bags.
2 hours and 35 minutes.
But we did it.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
Matthew Howson. Mic'd Up Mondays with the Moose. That's the name of the show. Get ready every Monday at 4:30 Arizona time. Matthew is going to take your airwaves for up to an hour to talk. He's going to talk about whatever he wants. I have nothing to do with the show, but I'm proud to have you on NPRC TV Live, Matt. And I'm looking forward to seeing your show next week, man.
It should be a good one.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
You'll know what's going on. I'm going to be looking for bouncing some stuff up.
Listen, I'm going to be in Honduras.
Oh, right. Well, right.
I'll have my
You'll
phone.
be connected.
No.
Mhm.
Listen, Biggie Paul. Listen, I could be on vacation. I could be getting ready to jump out of an airplane. Okay, right? Red Bull's going to pay me $2 million, jump out of this airplane. But I can't talk to anybody on the way down. Biggie would call my phone the whole way down. Right, dude,
what are you doing right now, Billy?
Yeah, I'm winning $1 million. Leave me alone.
I'm just falling in the sky. Just let me get off the fucking phone.
No, the rule's over. I'm not talking about it. I told you my opinion. We'll talk about the rule another time when we have more people to talk about it. We need more people.
Do that, I think.
We need more people to talk about the rule. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining the very first Matthew Howson Mic'd Up Mondays with the Moose. Congratulations to Matt and your new home or something like that.
No, I like it.
I know, dude. It's gonna be cool. I got so much, and you got so much stuff coming your way. You don't even know it, dude. People are shipping you stuff.
It's gonna be insanity.
Don't forget, tonight was sponsored by who?
5-Star Hobbies.
.com. BobStallHobbies.com. And we have a new sponsor for next Monday. He's going to be joining your show to talk about his product.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
He is the best.
He's a really cool dude.
I'm out of here, dude. Thanks, Matt. Let's cue. Listen, I don't even know how to cue up my own mics anymore. Oh, and by the way, Matt is working on some intro music. Wait till you hear this.
I've been working on a few things. Yep.
Yeah. I heard some of the music you did the other day, dude. But listen, you're going to get us in trouble, but it sounds great.
I don't think we're going to get in any kind of trouble at all, to be honest with you.
All right.
Especially if I really start putting way more stuff over top of it. It's
over top
really
of it.
hard.
Yeah, that's right.
Once it gets muddy and hard for them to figure out what it is.
You muddy it up. Once you muddy it up, it's cool. But don't muddy it up enough where we can't. Where it sounds like Biggie talking. I mean, listen.
No.
You can muddy it up.
I didn't say it, Biggie. I didn't
but
say
don't muddy it up Biggie style. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us today. Matt, thank you. Congratulations, my friend. I will talk to you later. And Matt will be joining us in Atmore, Alabama. Biggie Paul will be there. Now Abel Lips will be there. Foster Yates, KDP, Erica Del Grazo, Tony Ariano. The whole NPRC TV crew will be in Atmore, Alabama.
Woohoo!